3. Yeah!
Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome to Jewel Talk.
Jewel Talk.
Jewel Talk.
Jewel Talk.
Jewel Talk.
Jewel Talk. Spend nothing but jewels, you heard?
I be your host, Mason the Mike.
I'm your host, Finesse Leo.
That's a fact, guys. Welcome to another episode of Jewel Talk. It's episode 69.
69, you heard, man? Yo, we got 3 special guests, man. We about to go get in tune with them and pop out to Queens, you heard me?
That's right. Swipe.
Listen. It's Jewel Talk. I swear life is a roller coaster. Speeding in and out of lanes, I can't get pulled over. I speak reality like when an addict gets sober. Knowledge infinite, so my quest is never over.
Yeah. Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome to Jewel Talk.
Jewel Talk.
Jewel Talk.
Jewel Talk.
Jewel Talk.
Jewel Talk.
Spend nothing but jewels, you heard? I be your host, Mason the Mike.
I'm your host, Finesse Leo.
That's a fact, guys. Welcome back to the show. It is Jewel Talk, episode
Welcome
69.
back, man. Welcome back, man. What's good, Mace?
Chilling, man. How you feeling, man?
I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing good, man.
That's good. That's good.
Like, as y'all can see, we have 3 lovely special guests here. So, ladies, can y'all please introduce yourself for our people?
Hi, my name is Stacey.
Hi.
How you doing?
I am Peggy.
Hi, Peggy.
Hi, Peggy.
I'm Lateesha.
Hi, Lateesha. So, how you guys doing today?
Good.
All right, that's good. So, you see lovely smiles and all that. I'm definitely liking it. You guys came in here looking good, smelling good. So, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Cool.
That's a fact. Yeah.
Finesse.
So, you know what? Can each of you guys, starting with Stacey, just give a little bit of bio about yourselves. Where y'all from?
Okay, I'm from Long Island, New York, Amityville, and I work at a respite program.
Okay.
Okay. I'm also from Long Island, New York. I am a research coordinator for a Black Maternal Health Organization.
Nice, nice.
Also, Long Island. I'm a mail lady.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So thank you for that. So how long have you guys known each other?
Well, we're sisters.
Yeah. So break that down. Yeah, let them know. Word.
Yeah, we sisters. And
Sisters.
that's my best friend.
That's your best friend. Okay. How long have you guys been best friends?
Now.
It's been that long.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Since the second grade.
That's what he said. Oh, strong
Me
friendship.
and him since the third. We since the third grade. That's a fact.
I like to see that. See that.
Yeah, that's my rider.
Word.
So, what could you say?
Hell yeah.
What can you say is your favorite memory together?
Damn, we have so many.
Yeah.
Can I tell you one thing that always comes to mind when I think
Say it.
and she's gonna laugh when she said it. We just finished. We went out and we came back to her house, and we went to go her fridge and get something to eat. And I remember we had a lot of drink, and we just could not get the communication down. You know,
y'all was slurring your words and
she
everything.
was making me a plate, and then I was making my own.
Right.
And I just remember just thinking, I'm just so glad to have her by my side. She's one of the realest people. And, we have moments like that where it's so fun. She's thinking of me, I was thinking about, getting my shit on. And I thought she's getting a huzz, but she was thinking of me. She wasn't even hungry,
That's what's up. That's cute. I like that. That's cute.
That's my
What
girl.
I thought you were going with.
Treat your friends like your sister. I feel that.
man.
What I thought you were going with was when I was eating something and I know you were plotting on it. Like you was looking at it, like you wanted some, right? And I just turned and I was like, "You want some?" And you was like, "How did you know?" And I was like, "Here."
Word.
I'm greedy.
That's what's up. I'm glad you guys are real close knit. That's a fact. So, what is the last song you played on your phone? What are y'all bumping?
Better be bumping that tight ass music.
I feel like it's definitely some like Meg Thee Stallion.
Like this time,
I love
okay.
me some Meg.
Really? Okay.
Yes, probably someone like that.
Well, what song?
I think probably like That Shit and Opposite Day.
I ain't gonna hold you. I like her song "On Me" with Little Baby. That's what I like.
Cry Baby?
I
No.
love.
"On Me" with Little Baby.
Oh, yeah?
Me. Oh, wait.
It was Little Baby's song, and she did the remix to
You
it.
know what real Meg Thee Stallion shit. You know, Maceo. Come on.
He said, real hot boy shit.
See, I don't listen to the baby. I listen to like
Little Baby.
I listen to her whole album. I mean, I don't listen to him like that, but songs that he's in, yeah.
What about you, Peggy? What was the last thing you listened to?
Oh gosh, I'm showing my age.
Nah.
No, she's old soul.
I'm an old soul.
Me
Hey, you
too.
speaking of
Me
old
too.
soul
Hey.
right here.
So I'm
Me
sticking-
too.
You know, so I haven't left the 2000s yet.
Okay.
So I was listening to "How Do I Breathe" by Mario. Like, and I don't even need to be in my feeling. I was just like, you know what? I just feel like
Nah, Mario's that's a good classic.
And then,
That's a good classic.
Joe, where you at?
Joe.
Like, baby, where you at?
Let's say
I love Joe. I fuck with Joe.
You can't go wrong
I love with Joe. I
Yeah,
fuck with Joe.
I love
You
Joe.
can't skip him. You just gotta listen to it.
Right.
Be in that vibe for a second.
That's a fact. Nah, you know who my favorite R&B dude like that really put me in that grown man mood. Jaheim. Jaheim put me in
I
that
don't
real
know
grown
too
man
many
mood.
Jaheim songs. Like, what's Jaheim song should I really listen to? That
Yo, Diamond in the Rough.
Put that one in verse.
That's put that woman first is a classic. Could it be? Those are my
With the kids. What's that song with the kids?
Fabulous.
Ghetto? Fabulous.
Oh, yeah,
Fabulous.
Fabulous.
Like, so, don't he?
Us, we fabulous. Yeah, that's a fact. That's my shit. Yeah, that's Jaheim. And you know what I mean. So that's one of my top favorite R&B dudes. That's a fact.
What about you?
Me? Shit, I got a whole list, but...
What was the last thing you was bumping in the whip?
Last thing I was bumping in the whip was some G Herbo Statement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, when it turned to the dudes, we come with that hardcore shit. Yo, I was like, big glap. Big glap.
I was definitely listening to that too.
Listen,
Yeah.
I like my trap. I like my trap.
That's
I like
right.
my drill rap.
I listen to all types of music. I'm more of a current music person. You know, I'm not like into that old stuff. I like the old shit.
You pointed at me. He
Yeah.
said, I'm not into the old shit.
But I listen to like Davies, Little Baby. You know what I'm saying? All of
I feel
them.
bad for Davies, man.
Wow.
He is so talented. I went to
Yeah,
a-
he's overlooked. He's overlooked. He's overlooked.
But you know
yes.
why? He has this one problem.
What?
What?
That nigga sound the same. Excuse me, can I say
Wow.
that? That nigga
That's
sound
the first time I
same
heard that.
on every it's the same. Like, you know.
But he's spitting that. I'm sorry.
Yo, and I fuck with it. Yo,
I feel
East
you.
is my
I feel
man's.
you,
I
'cause that's
fuck
not
with
the
him.
first time I
Shout out
heard
to
that.
Harlem. You know what I mean?
Nah. He be spitting that shit. Did you ever hear the new song that Mary J. Blige just
No, I didn't hear
did
that.
with Rent Money?
I heard that.
What? You gotta check that out.
I mean, is it different than
It's
what
Mary
like
J.
what
Blige.
But I could see
You
what
can't
you're
go
saying
wrong.
though. I
The
can see
flow
what
is
you're
still the
saying
same, but yo,
See,
I've
the
been a
flow
fan.
is still the same.
It's still the same, but he still be
I
fitting
wouldn't
in
pay
that
more
fire.
than $25, and that's what I paid last time to see him.
You went to the
man.
Survival
Yeah.
tour?
No, I ain't go to this.
Oh, damn.
He had some concert in the city. Shout out Davies. If you see this ever, I'm so sorry. You know, switch it
He's
up.
not figuring
Do some
it out.
modeling if you're not gonna do that because that's
Oh,
but
damn, bro.
that's
Yo, why
that's how he
you?
has
They
it.
just shut him down to his looks. He was like, "I just sit there and look
No,
pretty."
no, because I mean, but that's what everybody else is doing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta.
Shit, that's what ASAP Rocky trying to do.
Nah, yeah.
He said
that's a
Rocky
fact.
trying to be a
That's
model.
fact.
Yeah.
I mean,
Listen,
He
he
got
set for life at this point.
He said, right.
yeah. Oh shit, Riri.
Nah, he's not set for life yet. He's not set for
He
life.
set for life.
He's not set-
Boy, he put the
Him, he's
bread in the
good, yeah,
oven. He put
got
the
a
bread in the
kid.
oven, bro.
He got
I mean,
a
he
kid with
locked
her.
in with
Rihanna's
Rihanna's
a
like, no.
billionaire.
Yeah,
She's
he's
not
good.
gonna let her.
I'm putting her on
Regardless,
child
he
support.
will.
I put her.
You gotta have
Shit,
a kid.
me.
You gotta sleep.
Shit, me.
You gotta stay home that fat.
I'm not gonna stay at home. That's different.
Yeah,
Nah, never. I'm gonna work on my shit.
She gonna
To
put
put
me
somebody
out.
on child support.
I mean, shit. I ain't trying anything on child support. I don't want that on me. I don't
Yo.
want that on me.
Nah.
So Stacey, we was looking at your Instagram account, right? And we seen a lot of good stuff. So there was a post that I particularly saw about sustainable development goals. What does that mean? Tell me.
Perfect. Thank you for asking. That's the SDGs. So there are 17 goals. Put forth by the UN after really looking at the earth, looking what's needed, looking at the problems. Starting from 1 to 17, their goals identify such as gender equality, clean water, sanitation, poverty, food, things that really need to change. And on that page, the SDG, Sustainable Development Goals, there's like a UN page for that where they actually describe how people can do things on different levels. So depending on what level you are in, and I'll say that socioeconomic, status, you can do something, There's always something to do. It's not all about money, So they actually give goals and things that people can do to help the world achieve these goals. And it's really dope.
And you mentioned the UN. Is this what it's called?
Yeah, the United Nations.
From the United Nations. That's what's
Okay,
up. That's
okay.
really big. That's what's up. So, so how can people get involved more? How can other people get involved more and get in tune with it?
That's great. So you should actually research it, or even that page that I told you about. I welcome everyone to contact them because it's all about collective effort.
Right.
You know, so contacting local organizations that are doing the things that you really care about, whether it's making sure there's clean water and sanitation in certain areas, or looking up for schools. So schools are starting to align with this now.
That's good.
Which is great. I feel like they should really take it all the way down to elementary, teach everybody from young, so it's instilled inside you to take care of the world. Take care of your peoples around you.
Care about your environment. That's a fact.
Facts.
I like the I can see the passion that you.
Yeah, very passionate.
I'm very passionate. Yeah.
So do you do a lot of participation in being active in the community? You say, right?
Yeah. So linking up with local organizations as well as doing legislative stuff like that is what I do. Through my respite program, I work with psychiatric. It's a psychiatric respite program where a lot of people come from. Whether the hospital or you come from a really dangerous situation, something, where you can't stay unless it's immediate. It's like immediate danger, So,
I'm sorry to interrupt you. So they're coming from the hospital, right?
Some people,
from the psychiatric ward.
Yeah. Once they're cleared and safe for the community level, they come to us and we kind of help them adjust, like get back on their. Some people come back with nothing, whether, and everyone has a severe and mental health disorder.
Right.
Because remember, like these people are more vulnerable to risks, all types of risks because they have the disorder. So they need that help,
Yes.
When you look at homeless people, 60% of homeless people have some kind of mental health disorder. And when you're talking about homelessness, there's so many things that come onto it. It's like, of course the person's going to have some kind of struggle and go through it if they have a health disorder. They're not going to be able to take care of certain things and, maintain relationships and work and stuff like that. They need help. And this population, people think about homelessness. They think like, oh, all this extra shit. But it's like, there's a lot that goes into living that you need assistance. So I'm glad I can be
People
there.
need support.
Right.
Facts. I'm glad I can connect them with resources outside the community as well as, in there, like show them how to cope with certain stuff, So, yeah.
That's very good. It's a very good thing you're doing.
No,
I commend you for that. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. I definitely gonna get more in tune because we wanna definitely one of my things like I wanna do as I get bigger and get more successful. I do wanna spread the love and spread whatever success I get with helping giving back to the community.
That's
so
a fact, yeah.
I'm definitely stay in tune with that one.
Right.
That's what's up. So I wanna kind of transition into get a little bit to like a little bit more juicier topic. Pause. You know what I mean? So I wanted to talk about relationships and stuff, and the reason why I wanted to talk about relationships because, like I was explaining to you ladies before, me and my brother, we always kind of give our opinions and stuff, and I have my fellas on, my guys is on, and they give their opinions, but I never really had the opportunity to really get more of a woman's perspective. So I really would, I appreciate if I can get you guys' perspective on some of these questions I'm about to give to you, all right?
And remember, be your true selves, what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
be your true self. Don't hold back. We want to have good dialogue here and be able to really get down to the bottom of everything.
Yeah. Speak from your experiences.
Yeah, speak from your
also
experiences.
educate people from whatever you can give out. Any advice, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely. So my first question I wanted to get into are, what are red flags that can disqualify a man from being in a relationship with you guys?
Not being over your ex.
Okay.
Are you posting about bashing women? Like, if you just have that kind of mindset where you're like, women this, you already disqualified yourself. It's just, it sounds like you're not over it. And even then, it's not like, I understand women are bad, men are bad, there's trash people. But then you have to kind of go inside yourself and kind of be like, okay, what am I allowing? You know what I mean? What is, like, I'm the common denominator, so like, what's going on with me? You know? And if you're not doing that, then what are we doing? Why are you posting all this?
That's definitely a fact. How about you got something?
Yeah, I would piggyback a little bit on that and say someone who speak negatively of the mother of their child. If you have children with someone, there's a level of respect that should be there.
Fact.
I
can
don't
understand
care how you feel about her personally. There's a level of respect that you should have in front, especially your child will see this. So if I see you, oh, she's so crazy. Oh, I hate when they say they're crazy. Because it's like you were with her at some point, right?
Yeah,
She wasn't too crazy then.
You saw the you saw the red flags beforehand.
But all of a sudden now she's so crazy.
Yeah.
So when I hear that automatically, I'm like, yeah, not for me.
Not even that you have kids. It's just if you're
How
doing
you
that.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
no.
I can see with that one because I feel like both sides that goes with both sides, like whether it's your father your children or mother your children. I feel like when it comes to like outside situations, you shouldn't really be talking bad about them in the public like that.
Exactly.
Whatever like issues you have to have stay between you two.
Between you
And that
I feel
affects
like-
that affects the relationship between the child, and they might start thinking
Yeah,
differently.
you
I'm
change
very-
perspective.
I'm very serious about the child's development. You know what I'm saying? Because
I feel
what
like,
they.
oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I feel like if you're gonna have a kid with someone, y'all at least have to have the conversation of being co-parents.
Right.
Exactly.
So if something was to go wrong, that you guys know that y'all want the
Best
child
for
to
the
be
child,
the best for the child. At least have that, because some of these people are just having kids with people that don't even want the kid, they just want the
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Yeah.
use the person,
Not
you
to
know,
manipulate
to
them.
use the kid to get to this person, and then now the kid is suffering. The kid didn't even have nothing to do with this.
Facts.
So
That's a fact.
Exactly.
that's another thing. At least have that conversation. If something was to happen, maybe you don't want it. I don't know. But if was to happen, I need to make sure that you would be there for that child.
Exactly.
That's the main thing.
I agree.
Facts.
Definitely
What
agree.
about you, Stacey?
Someone who's always thinking about himself only. You know, like if the guy is not involved in the community, or he's about to be like, oh well, that's them and I can't do nothing, you know. That's kind of like neglecting. Like for me, I think our passion, like my passion to care for people and to care outside of myself is something very important to me. And I feel like if you don't care about other people, you only think about yourself, that's just, you know, that person probably has some kind of like, you know, either you've been hurt and that's why you feel like you got to be in that zone, like it's only me, you know. But like that's a red flag, because it's like you're not thinking like other people, you're okay with other people suffering around you, and you're not caring about that. He has to have, you know, like empathy is so important.
Yes.
It's so
I was
important.
just about, yeah, you hit the nail on that.
Nah.
'Cause
I definitely like that. I definitely like that. And all kinds of people, a selfless person. Definitely a selfless person.
I feel like it's like a generational type of thing
Yeah,
where
it
a
is.
lot of people are just so traumatized from their childhoods
Yeah.
that now they're growing up and now realizing that they have a lot of problems.
Yeah.
And now it's
At least they're
it's
aware of
Oh,
it.
wow.
I mean,
Being
but
aware.
a lot of us are aware of it. I feel like because of where our parents were, they had to just do what they had to do and get what done. But now we have so many opportunities. There's so much. So it's like,
Yeah.
why not try to do something instead of just see it? Like, it's like nothing would have changed if there wasn't someone who put that step forward. You know what I mean? Like, I understand there's so much stuff against us, but there could be that one opportunity where you can get something done. Someone could say yes. Somebody could be like, you know what? Maybe that one person will like something and it will just get
Bounce up,
you
yeah.
know, it will. So I feel like you always gotta try.
Yeah. But I also feel like, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I feel like now a lot, we have a culture where it's more acceptable to talk about your emotions. So I feel like a lot of the things you were saying, like the older generation didn't have the luxury of discussing their feelings or even paying attention to how, you know, just my parents are immigrants, so even coming into this country, how
It's
dealing with
survival
natives,
mode.
yeah, exactly, natives,
I was
and
about to
trying
get
to
that.
Oh, hell yeah.
matriculate and try to,
Yeah.
you know, figure out the lay out the land, you know. But now, us being first generation, we have the luxury of, you know, mental health, thinking about, you know, I'm acting like this because of this. This is how I was brought up. This is how I'm reacting. How can I change that? We have that.
They're like 1 + 1 is 2, and that's what
Exactly.
they want you to follow. But you're
Exactly.
like, but I kind of want to jump around
But
a
I
little
see
bit with
there's
this.
a
So
five
you know,
over there.
I see it. But like, are you sure we
Yeah.
can't make this like a 2 divide 1? Like, you know, just try and like fuck
Exactly.
around with it. Like,
Yeah.
I agree with you guys. You know why? Because once people start getting out of survival mode, that's when the morals start coming in, and they start actually thinking with more morality. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody's not thinking morality, they're not thinking about the good and the bad.
Exactly.
You feel me? So that, and especially we gotta educate ourselves on economics.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if we could focus more on economics, we can get ourselves out these holes and actually put everybody in positions to win.
Financial literacy.
That's definitely big. We definitely like that. Definitely like that in our community because I agree. Like the older generation was just brought up on how to survive and how to get by, and now we have. It's just crazy because we have so much resource and stuff now, but I still feel like we're not really utilizing it as the best of our ability right now because we're still caught up in like
traumatized.
Yeah, we're still caught up in that, like,
fun.
People
and having fun, and
people want to live their life, and people are traumatized. I feel like a lot of people being held back because of that fear, because they've been like instilled with this type of you got to do it like this or you're gonna fail. Like there's nothing
they
left.
already
You
came up with the
cannot do
blueprint.
anything. That's what they want you to follow, and if you don't follow it, then it's like some people will lose everything. Their parents, they're like their home,
identity,
like
Even their
everything,
identity,
just
they
because
are.
they don't want to follow. I don't want to be a doctor, and then their parents will be like, well, I'm not going to support you. Like I feel like that's some fucked up shit. Even like just because you're not going to follow in this footstep, or you're not going to be this exact person I want you to be, I'm going to not be a parent to you now. I didn't ask to be born, so why would you now put this responsibility on me as to fulfill these dreams that you never got, or maybe you want me to just follow in your footsteps? Like I'm my own person, like
But that's the thing, I feel like we do have to see it from their point of view. That's something that they wanted for themselves, that they sacrifice so that you
didn't
can
ask
be.
you to, though.
I know, and I know,
for a
but from their point of view, it's like I sacrifice so that you can have.
So why aren't you using it?
Exactly. It's like you have schools, you have books, you have teachers, you have, even a notebook,
But a
People
vision
are-
is a vision. You just gotta have you just gotta instill passion in your child. Like once you see them starting to get into stuff when they're young, you be like, you like that? Is that something that you like?
So how do you feel about somebody like, right? They say they have kids and all that, and then they don't really have any money to really provide for them financially growing up or in school. So how do you feel about that? Like, especially when it comes to college time and stuff like that, kids taking out all these student loans and everything. Like, you get hit with like, I don't have enough money, so what the hell you have me for if you didn't plan for all of that? I feel like there's not a lot of people planning for the children's future and just trying to, get a nut and all that. And we spoke about that on a past episode where you gotta pick a better quality woman, or a woman picks a better quality man. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel like people weren't thinking. A lot of people, our parents, weren't really thinking about this all through. Like, I mean, I feel like it was just like a time where everybody was just like having kids. Like, because I feel like now at our ages, like we're like, okay, I know I can't raise a kid right now. Like, I don't even have the mental like right now I'm fixing myself, so I cannot be taking care of a kid and trying to teach them how to be right now, so it's just like I don't know. I wish I knew, because I kind of be just like sad and like my parents like what was going through y'all noggin when y'all did this, like
What's your plan for
because
that?
I feel like right now I'm like I can't have a kid right now, like I know I'm not ready for that.
Really? Okay.
I feel the same way.
So, can we get into like what are like the qualities women should look for in a man? Responsibility.
Mature. You know what I mean? Like has a drive to do
Ambition.
something. Self-awareness. I feel like that's you gotta know like your weaknesses and how are you working on yourself.
That's a great. I feel like every man should definitely become more self-aware. That's a fact.
I feel like a lot are so scared. There's the feelings and everything. The way that they're built to be is just like boys will be boys. You don't show emotions and stuff. Where I feel like that's what's really gonna mess you up when you get older, because you can't show these emotions except for anger. Yeah. Now you're mad and that's all you can show instead of I'm sad. You're upset. You're upset.
There's so your emotions,
I gotta talk like
you know what I mean.
Just
they feel like they can't, and that's the thing. That's why that's what when we was talking in the beginning, I was like, I'm happy that there's
a good
safe spaces to be like, yo, these emotions are okay.
I'm big on that because I grew up like that's how my father was, like that's how my pops was, like I rarely saw him cry and shit like that.
That's a fact.
He didn't really like showing his emotions like that. Towards like it was only deep serious moments where I seen emotions out of him. Yeah, like or something like crazy happened within the family, some bad shit happened and it just brings the emotions out of everybody. Yeah,
I feel the same. I was raised more for from my aunt and stuff, but from my
Yeah.
dad. And I never seen him cry. I never shed a tear. Never.
That's
did
just
nothing.
how old school men are. That's how old school men are.
Yeah, and then like when I talk to my mom, she's like, "You're just like your father." Like I no emotion. Like I'm just like,
Nah, you know, and that's that whole generation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like my
feeling
mother.
like you have to suppress.
Yeah.
You know, because to keep this front,
Weakness.
this whole
Strong
Sign
woman
of
front.
weakness.
there's that front. It's like, you know, being vulnerable is showing that you're human, and it's allowing the other person to feel like they can let their guard down too.
Yeah.
You know, like not everybody's trying to take advantage of you, but there are some people that are, and that's true. You know,
You just
but
gotta know.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, even if they try to do that, you're just now learning how people move. You know, you kind of pick stuff up as you go. But you know, I had a conversation, you know, with a female family member of mine, and we had a, you know, she found out something, and I was like, how you feel about that? You know, and she was like, you know, I immediately saw like the harden up, like I'm good, you know, I'm fine, you know, and it's like, nah, any girl hearing that shit ain't fine,
Facts.
you know. So
We've
it's
been,
like
taught to suppress all those
Well,
emotions.
yeah,
You
yeah,
can't
yeah.
cry
Yeah.
Because
show.
you wasn't
hard.
raised to like kind of communicate that when you're feeling angry, when you're feeling sad. So because that could put you in a very
Weakness.
Yeah.
It's a
deep
weakness.
place
Yeah.
of like darkness.
Depression, yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And you don't want to be in that because
Yeah.
especially when you're trying to interact with a partner. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys got to work to build to like communicate your feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like communicate what, like you said, what makes you
Yeah.
feel mad. Like that's gonna affect you long
I'm
term.
gonna have to because it's bound to fail if, if
will
you
say
can't
it.
speak. Like
Have you had trouble communicating with any like past boyfriend or anything?
I mean, I have never been in a relationship. I've been in situationships, and like I mean,
which
when
make
I
no damn sense because
Make
she's
no
everything. She's everything, y'all, for real. Like she's everything.
But that's the thing. I feel like what it comes down to is when you think of self-love, self-care, and what you are allowing. So that's why when people are like, when they're like bashing men, oh man, like that, you know what I mean? It's just like, okay, but what am I doing? What am I allowing? Because then once I realized that, I was like, oh, that's why you keep attracting these
Same
people.
kind.
So once I started putting up those no, like, nah, I'm not doing that, I'm not doing that, then shit started changing. Like you just have to
The
realize
quality you get
Yeah.
comes
the
better.
quality,
Yeah.
the quality. They realize that you have boundaries and they can't do the certain things. You know,
Yeah,
like there's
yeah.
certain things that you're not going to allow anymore. So I feel like it definitely stems with self-love, self-care, trust in yourself,
And
knowing
awareness.
Yeah.
like, okay, I know that I'm not the problem right here. You know,
Yeah. Mindfulness, you know, like one thing for me that was like a problem for me when I was dating is that, you know, guys don't ask for much. You know, like y'all ask for the superficial shit or that's what y'all pay attention to. But you be like, what do you think about all day? Like what's your passion? What do you know, like the questions that I felt like I got when I was like, you know, out there dating and shit like that, I felt like it was so surface level, you know? Like I went on there for me, you know, and then like, you know, and then
What kind of questions was they asking you?
I mean, nothing deep. Like I'm a Sag, and I feel like I really, really go with the sign, like for real. And I like, you know, theories. I like, you know, philosophy. I never be able to say this word right.
Philosophy.
Philosophy. You know, that's my favorite. You know, actually talking about ethics. You know, I feel like I need to be moving by a moral code. You know, my standards is high when it comes to ethics, how you move, how you know, how you
Facts.
treat people. And I felt like many of guys didn't treat themselves well.
Right.
They didn't treat their families well. They let their friends do whatever and not really being like, you know, sometimes not being the father that their friend needed. You know, saying the things that you know that man needs to hear, but you don't want to. You know, you ain't trying to get into that.
I know what you're talking
I know
about.
what
All right, yeah. When you
that's
see
your boy,
when you
though,
see
like
a man's doing some dumb shit and you don't want to sing because that's your man's,
It's gonna ruin his life though, and you know it's gonna ruin his life though.
Yeah.
So
I
like,
see- I
if you
feel you.
really
I
care
feel
about
you.
him, you
I
gotta
feel
get
you.
in the mud. A lot of guys
Yes.
don't get in the mud for their friends, you know, and like I didn't have respect. If we're keeping the buck, I didn't have respect for a lot of these men.
Really?
I really don't. I mean, I'm getting a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm like, yo, there is I feel like a lot of women kind of go for the wrong men though in the beginning. They look at the good men and the men that was treating them good and nice and stuff like that. As boring. Oh, he didn't excite me, unpredictable.
I've heard of
Because
that before.
I see,
I've heard that.
you may be from a different breed because nowadays that's what the bad boys and the wild dudes is what's popping. Like that's what the girls be trying to.
It's what you subscribe to.
I feel like I just want to kill that right now.
Okay,
Like,
please kill it. Kill it, yo. This is what women need to hear.
Yeah, for a fact.
So
Put 'em on.
finish.
Please let these women out here making these decisions like that. Let them know.
I hate it. I hate the fact that there's this idea that women like bad boys. First of all, I can tell you this: I don't like trouble. I don't like trouble.
You like that peace.
Zen vibes over here.
Who wants to stress?
I want peace.
That's what I say. I'm like, life already is.
That toxic shit kind of cool though. Sometimes.
I'm fighting for my
Listen. Sometimes, listen. He's got to be like
come
85. He got to be like 85, 90.
Nah, no.
Listen, I'm
No,
gonna
you gotta come in here
depending
correct
what
or
you
don't
call
come
us
at all.
toxic, right?
Nah, because
What do you call us toxic?
yeah, what is?
Hey, I'm gonna let them say their stuff first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I don't want, like, I always said my man should feel like my peace. Like,
Yes.
like life itself is hectic
Yes.
and crazy, and especially with being a minority, you have to deal with
You're
certain,
fighting
you're
every day.
constantly fighting with something, right?
Every
and having
day.
to deal with something. So you don't want to go home to that one person that's supposed to encourage you and support you, and he's stressing you out as well. So no,
Yeah.
bad boys are not.
I want to add on to that. A lot of guys, like, they put on these facades like as if they're the good guys, like they will give you what they want to achieve something. So obviously when women go into these, they don't see these red flags. They don't show those red flags at
What,
first.
men?
Yes.
I
They
feel like that's
don't.
a lie. I feel like that's a lie. No, that's a lie.
Now try to
No.
I can change him.
Wait,
I can
so let me
change him.
finish.
All right, let me hear.
No, because I want to, like, I'm gonna hit this like
All right,
everywhere.
let me hear.
So, hold on, because now I've.
Let me hear. Come on, speak your piece.
No,
Speak your piece.
because I mean, guys will come in, they'll tell you what they want. Like, I want you, I want this. They'll love bomb, they'll do all of this, and then they'll pull away and then be like, wait, why are you acting like that? Like, no. Why did you do all of that? Like, why not come in here and just say that what
Keep
you
it
want?
1,000.
Keep it
Because-
above, because
Oh, hold
there's
on,
a
hold
lot
on.
of women. There are a lot of women who like a lot of stuff. Some don't want relationships. Someone just wants somebody that they want to mess with. But the thing is it's weird because instead of going for that person, they'll go for the one that will give them more. So I don't know about
I
that.
feel like it's being selfish because they know that they're withholding information, and they think you're gonna act different.
It's not all,
And they
but
really
there
should
are
be keeping it
some.
1,000. They really, honestly, you keep a 1,000 with a girl, she knows how her move is.
No,
based on what you're doing.
No,
Wait,
but y'all don't respect 1,000. Y'all do not respect 1,000. You guys don't respect 1,000.
Just keep it classy.
But
Yo,
there
you
is
want
a
us to
guy-
lie to you a little bit.
No,
You
no,
want
I
us
said
to
no,
lie
I'd
to you a
rather
little
you
bit.
not. I'd rather
You want
not.
us to because yo.
No. If I ask you that if you're serious or you're trying to do something, you say yes. What does that mean? That means that you lied. But come on. If I ask you directly, do you want something serious? And you say yes, and then you start moving differently. Why did you say it? You could have
They
just
want
said no.
they want that cake and eat it too, fam.
But okay, so that means that the man lied.
He's all.
But let me ask you. But let me get you this.
But
Can I say
no.
something
But
too? Can I say something too? But then again, the female don't be showing her true colors in the beginning.
That's a fact.
But
Yeah,
that's not
'cause
everybody.
y'all both be
But
lying.
that's
Y'all both be lying to each other. That's a fact. Yo, because y'all can't say that men be doing that because it's a lot of good. Yo, you can't say that you didn't overpass. You didn't look
You're not gonna
past.
tell a nigga that you get jealous.
You can't.
No. I will.
hold on,
I told
Ken.
you that I wanted
Alright
a
then,
relationship
exactly.
in the beginning, and if you say, yeah, I see this going somewhere, and
Alright.
then you just decide
Hold
not
on
to,
now.
that's fine.
I got
But
jokes
if
with
you
this
tell
one.
me, oh, I'm looking for someone that I'm just trying to mess with, if I'm just trying to mess with somebody, I'm not looking for nothing serious. Okay, cool. We're gonna keep it in that thing. But the thing is, the guys that I don't know, they'll be like, I want to do this. I want more than that. They want more, but they're not staying in those boundaries right there.
Yeah.
They want this.
They
They're
want
asking
everything
for
by giving you
they're
this
asking for
much.
Netflix and Hulu passwords.
What?
Okay? So now you're getting in a relationship.
Niggas you
Yeah, I
fucking
don't know.
That's
fucking with.
your wild
What kind of niggas you
ball.
fucking with,
But that's
man?
what I'm saying. But I'm saying
Yeah.
there are guys like that out here. So it's not like if you be like, yo, I'm trying to look for something serious. Cool, that's all I want because I got shit I gotta do. I just want some and call it a day. We can do that. Don't start
That's not
doing
true.
and trying
That's
to
not
dangle
true.
into.
That's not true.
But that's
Bro,
maybe,
because-
maybe.
hold on, hold on.
Wait,
When
wait,
they-
wait, wait, wait.
if
No,
I'm
no,
dealing-
no.
Because
No,
boom,
no,
when the dick be
But
good,
it's fine.
Besides
It's fine.
even that.
No, but
Okay,
that's not
woman
every
that's
woman.
not
I'm not
fully-
speaking for
you know,
every woman.
it's
I
not
can't
every
speak
She
for
hasn't
every
made that
woman.
decision yet.
We
Like,
can't
she
speak
hasn't
for
put
every
that,
woman.
like,
Of course not.
already, I know
But
what
I'm just saying, like, it's
But
not
alright,
everyone.
boom. So if you dealing with a man right now, he's like, yo, honestly, like, yeah, you cool and all that, but like, I'm just trying to kill. Nigga, if I don't get you don't get your ass on my phone.
No. Wait. Listen,
No, because that's what I'm trying. That's my point. If we keep it a buck, but we're gonna keep it a buck. You guys are gonna shut us down immediately.
No.
So wait, what does this
What's
say
going
about you? Wait,
Huh?
what does this say about you if you think that we're gonna shut down immediately? Is your offer
You're
something?
projecting yourself.
Yeah, like,
you're
yeah.
projecting
What
that
are you
we'll
trying to
say
say?
no.
It's because
And that's
What
not
do you
the
think y'all don't like that?
it's because we know that most sex is
you're
different.
already
Sex is
generalizing.
different. No,
Not
sex
for
is
every
different for
woman.
women. I feel like sex is more intimate. It needs to be more of a
It's
connection for
not
women.
though.
Not for
There's
every
some
woman.
girls.
Not for every
There's
woman.
I
Why?
feel
So,
like at this
wait,
point in
'cause
my life,
Depending
I
on the
find
way.
You can't move
Wait,
you
you
can't
know,
move like
you
niggas.
know?
Y'all can't move like niggas.
Why
Nah.
not?
Y'all can't.
Y'all
Y'all can't move like
Why
niggas.
not?
can't-
Wait.
no,
Wait.
not.
This is what I want to talk about. This is what I want to talk about. Let's go. Why? All right. So let me say this. All right, let me say this is what I mean because I feel like I'm a very like I'm an old soul, right? I'm an old soul. So I'm looking for who I consider, I guess, wifey material and stuff like that.
Right.
Like she ain't trying to compete with me. Like because when a female like trying to move like a dude and compete with a dude, they're gonna be very combative. Or if you feel like your body count like is high and shit like that, like you feel like you could just have sex willy nilly like some like player dudes can.
Question, and that's a lot of the
so
reason
deep.
why I said I didn't have respect for niggas, because at the end of the day I felt like they, who you fucking? Is it because she look good, all that? Like, do you not care about where her soul at? Where, like, I believe in energies, you know, and what you
Facts.
put forth. Like, I'm not gonna be around a guy that I don't find valuable in his essence. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga, I just like being around. Something about him is like, yes, At the end of the day, if you don't like, like if you feel like you don't like their vibe, you don't like their spirit like that, it's kind of like I ain't got no. Everybody, there be a lot of niggas out here that look good, a lot of them.
Yeah.
And if I really wanted to, if I really wasn't in my bag, like, fuck you nigga, no. You know what I'm saying? If I really was on that, like, I honestly would just pick the finest one. And then just like, I bet, like,
But
no,
can you agree?
You gotta be
Can you agree?
Yo,
Can you agree that all these men get overlooked because most women go for like the top men, like the top men? They be trying to go. They go for men. Yo, bro, they be going for because you gotta remember the finest dude. The finest dude.
That's not even
The finest. Bro. If niggas is going for the finest dude, you gotta remember all the women want him. All the women want him.
Like,
So what's it about?
You already have a shot right there. Like if you have,
Repeat that. My fault.
If we have a vibe and stuff, and you have me laughing, and we just click like that, we're good.
Okay.
Bruh. But it's not.
So
all
looks
about
don't matter. Looks don't matter for you.
Looks really don't matter. Like
You sure?
You
You sure?
Looks.
Yo.
Nah.
Wait,
For females.
So Michael Blackson.
No. For females, that is true.
Yeah, it don't
Looks
matter
is a
that
plus.
much.
It's for niggas where looks is the first thing.
Because we're more visual. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. Men are more visual. Men are way more
Honestly,
visual.
I can talk to you if we have a good conversation. I already like you. We're already gonna
Yeah,
vibe. Like
facts.
it's not that. That's it. Like looks are not like I need you to be like
Yeah,
this. I
that's
like
after,
all
that's
types.
after.
Like I can't even tell you I have a specific type.
Yeah.
Whatever I like, I like. You know what I mean? So if
Yeah.
you just we
Alright,
talk.
so
we talk.
so y'all vibing, and now this nigga is ugly,
Yeah.
but he's the perfect vibe. You feel
His
me?
personality's
He
He
A1.
gonna end up being cute to me because
You're
I
gonna-
really vibe with him. But that's the thing. I'm not looking at anything.
But hold on. Can we say this though? Yo, too, because this is a good argument, right? So, all right, you walking down the street, right? All right, two different dudes approach you. All right, dude A, right? Let's say Tyrone.
I know you go, bro. Tyrone.
Tyrone.
No,
Hold on. By Tyrone.
That's a bad name.
Brandon.
Then the next one is
A
probably
Brandon. All right, he a
Polish
Brandon.
shit.
Yeah, he a Brandon, right? He a Brandon. Handsome dude, everything, whatever. You know what I mean? The dream dude, right?
Yeah.
All right, he approaches you. He says, he run down on you, da da da. yo, you're more willing to accept it now. Dude B, right? He ain't the most
That's
attractive.
Tyrone.
That's a Tyrone. He ain't the most attractive dude. He a regular dude working 9 to 5 or whatever. He got the money,
he has
bread,
genuine intentions.
but he got
Genuine
genuine intentions. Yo, he run down on you the same way. You're gonna be willing. You're gonna most likely shut him down more.
No.
You're gonna most likely shut him down more.
Wait,
You guys
That's
know
cat. That is a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. Because a cat call, the difference between the cat calls, right, is if he's attractive or not. If I be like, hey, shorty, yo,
That's the
you
first
looking
thing
real
you
good,
got.
and
That's
I'm
the first
hit,
thing you look
you're
at.
dubbing me ill, Dusty,
Hold on. Let me give y'all a better scenario.
Never.
If y'all, this just, what was this, couple hours ago, y'all approaching us 3 at the door. If you was not coming to meet up with us, and it was just us 3, and we were struggling at the door, y'all would have been like, all right, watch out. Let me figure this shit out. Get our asses in here before these niggas start trying to talk to us.
Yeah.
We would honestly, if y'all sparked the conversation, we probably would have just spoke to y'all.
Yeah.
We're cool. Right. I'm not going to the same place. We're not going to say, oh, y'all going to podcast lit shit. Go ahead. What y'all podcast about? Y'all have a nice day. But we're like, that's the thing. But you guys are projecting because I guess whatever experiences that would be your thing. But you don't know. You don't know.
Bro, there's a lot of girls like that, bro. I'm telling you. We in the field. We in the field. We in the field, bro. We in the. You gotta remember. We the hunters. We the hunters. So we gotta go. We have.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying that you can't go off of that. Our first meeting, for example, I don't know any of you.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Stacey was the person that
I'm
introduced us.
skeptical of everybody.
Right.
As soon as I came up, I didn't even know she knew you until she's like, "Oh, hi, so
Yeah,
right."
Yeah.
I wouldn't have approached to talk to you guys at first. I'll be honest.
Word.
You know,
Word.
I'd say just
You don't have to approach us.
Yeah, you don't have to approach us.
It's about us approaching.
We have to do that.
But if
We
you
have
had
to do
approached me and
that.
said hello, I would have probably said hello and kept it pushing.
Exactly.
You know,
That's
I'm
kept
not-
it pushing part.
Kept the put.
I came here to meet somebody.
Now,
and
if you
this is
walking
my
through
thing.
that door
Now
and I'm
you try
going through
to
the
holler,
door,
it's different.
I'm like, yo, I'm not even going. I like the way you look. Whatever.
We're not giving the time of
I'm
day.
not gonna say you.
Like,
Yo, that's a fact. Like I said, in your head, you like, back up.
But you guys don't even look like guys that I would be like or nervous for.
That's
Y'all got
not.
change, y'all got glasses, y'all look like y'all about to do something. Like
Exactly.
y'all not getting that
and
vibe.
if you want-
I mean,
That's not
you chilling, you're chilling, but it's like
Yeah.
it's
Wanna
just a
come-
vibe.
Yeah.
It's not
Because
like
I'm dark.
you're fine. Like it's nothing, but it's just like, all right, I saw your sweatpants. I'm like, okay, and then I saw them. I'm like, it's probably them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's
Okay.
probably them. You know what I mean? But
now,
it's
I'm
that
saying
doesn't
if
mean
we,
anything.
if you were not coming to meet up with us, if you was just doing your own thing, you were singing on some shit, you about to
Yo.
come and sing.
Yeah, I would have just let y'all in. I would have let y'all in because, like, homie,
pushing.
Listen,
I would have let y'all in.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. If I could have just
You
boop,
see-
boop, boop.
you see
Oh,
how
y'all got a
homie
podcast? Oh, all right. Y'all obviously waiting outside. Y'all trying to put a code in. It's
So poppy nigga.
Can I tell you something?
anyone. If I'm not that type of person, I'll let you in. You still gotta get a code to get into your thing.
And
So you're not following me.
And I'm gonna tell you something right now. A lot of girls have been traumatized, and people have been traumatized in relationships.
Hold on, yo, this is about to die real quick, all right?
Okay.
Have
Agree with
confidence
me.
in yourself.
Yeah.
Why would I have confidence that you have anything to show outside of your physical?
Exactly.
timing.
You're
So it's
agreeing
all
with
about
me.
what you
That's
move,
what I
how
was
you
saying.
move.
That's what I was trying to say,
Me?
basically. Because I'm saying, people, men be setting themselves up.
You don't have confidence in yourself.
Yeah.
Why would I have confidence that you have anything to show outside of your physical?
Exactly.
timing.
You're
So it's
agreeing
all
with
about
me.
what you
That's
move,
what
how
I'm
you
saying.
move.
That's what I was trying to say,
Me?
basically. Because I'm saying, people, men be setting themselves up for rejection. Because that's how they think going into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you go into it thinking, damn, she probably gonna dump me. Now you're ready, moving up on her,
You
shaky
messed up,
like,
nervous.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's cute
Miss.
sometimes.
It's cute.
Yeah, that's fat. Not even taking your
As long as you're respectful, you're
Yeah,
not gonna get
aspect.
shut down,
He's
and
trying.
no woman is
He's
gonna
trying.
Yo.
I feel like Ava
Because-
I don't know,
Bro,
because I like
now because-
He's
No,
trying.
because I like grown women, like grown women. You feel me?
Facts.
So I be trying to, how you doing, miss? You feel me?
Yeah.
That's
Be respectful.
I
become-
become, bro, hold on. I done help ladies move their shopping carts. You feel me? All types of shit.
Oh, that's nice.
And I just still got little boy. If you don't,
All right, but
Yo, that's a fact. That's a fact. Nah, that's a fact. Because when I try to run down,
You're too young.
Nah. But if I'm coming on some mature shit,
But she said
I'm
little
coming
boy.
on
But she's little. She's older than you.
Because I came on some mature shit, and just because I'm young, they try to dub me just because I'm young. But I'm like, I'm coming on some mature, respectful.
You gonna find a woman. You gonna find a woman that's at that standard. You gonna
go door to door.
Go door to door.
You got to. I realize if I don't wait for anybody. Like I'm not always in a rush. I really was like, all right, I'm gonna stop looking.
Because I'm 20. We all about to be 25. Like I feel like now, I feel like now I'm on a different stage. I'm on a different level. So
everything.
It's hard.
It doesn't.
I wouldn't recommend. It's not for fake.
But it's like
a lot of them.
But being
It's not-
where
yeah.
we're from,
You gonna say
they got rejected.
New York. It's New York. Listen, we expect the worst.
You know, they're beyond just
saying.
the now. They're
Trauma just walked into the chat.
Put in place.
Amy,
And
I'm so
approach,
aware of
but they still
everything
wanna mess
around me.
around
Like
and
if I see
Yeah.
somebody walk closer to me,
and
I
like,
feel
okay,
it. Like
you know,
I'll see
I got
it before
bills,
he
I got
even.
things to
Yeah.
take care of.
Nah,
I don't
that's
have
how-
time to try to
that's
figure
So
out
I'm
what
gonna
to
go.
do.
Hold. Listen. I'm gonna
That's
ask
how-
each of y'all this question. So what's y'all from y'all dating experience? What's the men that you've dated so far? Like the age range.
They've all been around my age. I mean, maybe a little bit older, maybe like 3. Like 3-4 years the most. But those are like and I think probably the
So
youngest
like dudes in
was,
their 30s and stuff like that.
Yeah, like 31. I think the oldest was 33.
33.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, have you guys ever been with a crazy ex?
Oh God, I want to.
No, mine haven't been crazy.
You never been the
Crazy?
crazy
You
ex?
never
Okay,
been-
that's good.
No crazy ex.
That's
but
good.
crazy
No
date.
cars.
No kid, no cars.
She got
Showing up to
She
the
got a
crib
couple.
unannounced. Showing up to
Well, I see in your eyes. I see
Like
in your
if I get
eyes.
to feel that you don't want me, I'm just gonna take that L and call it a day. Like I'm not gonna sit here and force it. Or what is that gonna do? That's worse for me.
Yeah.
Now that's putting me getting me in trouble for somebody who didn't want me. Why am I about to do all of that? Like why am I about to I don't want that nigga. I don't. He don't want me. Why would I want him? Why would I literally? I don't.
Because
it's fine. I don't want that dick. I
Self-respect.
don't want that dick. Like it's so easy.
It's not even something
it's
trying.
not
No, that's a fact. See, I'm glad y'all admitted that because it's so I met
There's
some
some
women and they
good, but
say
it
that
ain't that good
it's
to
not
fucking sit and do that
it's easier for men to get sex, but I'm like that's not true. Like men have to put in the work to get sex.
Because at the end of the day, you still gotta give that up.
No,
I still gotta give it up.
No, it's easier for women to get sex. You guys don't have to really do anything to
You can
get
literally
sex.
sit,
I
stand there and look pretty.
Some too.
Nah.
Yes,
But you don't gotta do. I'm telling you, you can
don't
tell
gotta do
any
a lot.
nigga
You
in
don't
your
gotta do
phone.
a lot.
Yeah, they laugh because they know any nigga in your phone, any nigga in your phone, and you be like, oh, I'm horny. They'll be like,
Miles. All you gotta do is sit there. What's up?
what's
Hey,
yo, bro?
That's it.
Oh, that's all you need. You're
Nah, let me tell you. I literally. That's not funny because the guy that I actually hit up to hang out and kind of he had no clue that that's what I came there for.
Wow.
And we was talking until 12 and then 2. I'm like, yo, this is not what I came here for. Like, why are we still talking? Shut
You
up.
said that to him, or you said
Eventually, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to really start this. So I mean, women have to do it too, and I feel like I'll be really scared. I'll be like, because if he was to I can't. I would have been like, oh shit, that would have fucked me up.
If I'm approaching you on that type of time,
You better say yes.
Yeah, you better say yes.
Because it's like,
I
I'm a
wasn't-
lady.
Listen,
I'm like,
if I want to reach out, I can reach out. Yeah, but
exactly. I'm a lady. I was supposed to be doing
I
that.
don't want to do it. But if you play me like that, I will never come back. Guarantee you will never hear from me again.
Yeah, truthfully. I'm gonna take my L and leave
Right,
for
in
life.
silence. Take that shit in
The L
silence
sells
and
for
go.
life.
friends will never know. My friends will never know.
Take that shit to
They
the
won't
grave.
hear
I
that.
ain't ever gonna hear that.
No one's ever gonna know.
Taking another pause.
Yeah. So I wanted to get into the next question. Like, how do you communicate your love language with your significant other? Like, how do you do that?
Y'all just gonna have to have a conversation. Probably take that test, get those, and then kind of work from that. Like I feel
What
that
test?
What test?
there's a 5 love language test you can do online. I forgot the because there's a book as well, so you can read that and then kind of work with that. I realized mine was like words of affirmations, quality time, and physical touch. Those are my like top 3. So those are the things that I'm gonna need to, so I guess obviously tell them that. Probably get a little bit more into like astrology and stuff. Kind of learn a little bit of
You guys
what
really
they are.
believe in astrology?
I do. I feel like I do believe that it does.
Okay.
If you really just look into your birth chart and then just
Oh,
read
no.
about yourself, then you'll see it. Because I feel like even I used to hear like, oh, it was evil, like you shouldn't know this stuff. And then when I started realizing it, like when I went into my birth chart and started really, it just calls you out on so much stuff,
And-
things that can
Wow.
help you.
And nothing but good stuff in there
It's
too.
good. It's
Stuff
nothing
to
but
actually
good
help
stuff
you,
to
like
be
to grow
aware
and learn
of
To kind of
your
keep wary
bad
of
habits.
like,
Like,
oh, really?
to really
It's
like
really-
boost
it's
your
not-
intelligence up. Yeah.
You don't have to do like, oh, where you get something every day that tells you how your day's gonna be, but just to look into your birth chart and know your sun, your moon, your rising, Mercury, your Venus, which is how you love, your Mercury is how you communicate. Like it's
I don't know.
Libra is your drive. How do you get stuff? Your sex, like it's everything. So I feel like once you do that, and then you look at somebody who maybe you're interested in, you can know how you can probably work. I think everybody, like, I don't really try and sit here and be like, you should, just look into your birth chart. Find out your time of birth. Look into your birth chart and then see if it agrees with you, because it be reading me for my life. I'll be like,
a read.
You're procrastinating.
So you know what men to look out for.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like even the way that they say like astrology, everybody goes off of their sun, your sun sign, where it's so many different planets. So like I used to be like, oh, Scorpios, nah, I'm not doing it. And then I realized I have a lot of shit in Scorpio, like Scorpio placements and stuff, and then that's probably somebody I might be with, and I attract a lot of them. So it's like it's more to it than just that sun sign. Everybody has like every sign in something, at least in one of the 12 houses. Okay. So you look into it, I have like 8th house, I have all my sun, moon, Mercury, like all in Leo in the 8th house, which is ruled by Scorpio.
Well, you're a Leo?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Leo gang in the building.
Yeah, like, but nobody believes that, because when you look at your rising sign, which is how you come off. Like the way, like you have to look at your rising sign, and that's how you come off to people. So I'm a Capricorn rising. So people will be like, I'm quiet, I'm to myself, I'm a hard worker. Like I'll just be at work and doing that. But when you get to know me, I'm crazy.
She's a fire sign.
A lot of fire.
Yeah,
and air.
That's a fact.
So how would the rest of you communicate your love language?
You said
How would you guys communicate your love language to a significant other?
Yeah.
Usually it just comes naturally for me, because mine is active service. Like I love doing things for people and like seeing, the joy that comes from that. I almost gain, I don't want to say this because I don't want people to misinterpret it, but like almost like a pleasure from getting it, from doing something kind for someone.
Right. No, I know it really makes you feel good.
It feels good. It feels nice.
Good.
So
you cook
like that too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Come on now. I need that black rice. I need that griot. I need that griot. You know what I mean?
Culture food. She be chefing it
need
up.
all that.
She really do. She do.
I need all that.
I can't. But I do realize that not everyone has the same love language, and I realized that quickly with my family.
Yeah.
So I've learned that, you kind of almost have to tell someone, like, hey, it'd be nice if you would, if I'm saying, oh, I'm really struggling with this. I don't know if I have time to, run and get my things from the dry cleaner. It'd be nice,
communicate.
if you're out, you're like, you know what, I could pick that up for you. Seems small, seems minuscule, doesn't seem like a lot, but for me, I'm like, oh my God, like this person sees me. This person gets that I'm struggling and I'm with time, and they're removing some of that stress from me. So, so that's one of the things that I do feel.
It's a lot. You just gotta learn about yourself, and I feel like once you learn about yourself and what you like, you'll kind of know how to, or at least start to communicate to the people that you love.
Yeah.
That's how you want to, because I feel like everybody's different. So
Yeah.
Now, how do you feel, Stacey?
How do I voice my love language? Or get them to voice their love language? No, funny shit. I think I've asked my boyfriend this. I've asked him, what is something that you need more of me? What is something that that you feel like you want that's most important to you in a relationship. Because I mean, and that says something about me as well, something I'm also working on, but at the same time, I'm paying attention to is that I need to make sure that I can't just be enjoying it. It's the other person got to be getting the same thing,
right?
And because like that way it kind of makes me feel like I said what I said I would, I'm doing what I said I was gonna do, and I think asking your partner what is something that that you feel like that you need to feel more excited, more happy, or and whatever he says it is, like, it goes into one of those 5 categories of love languages.
I ain't gonna hold you. My love language already. She gotta cook for me.
That's they always say that's one of the ways to a man's heart, man.
Yeah. My wife
be able to hold it down.
She cooked me some.
Cause he's married. You know what I mean? He's married.
I just
got married.
Congratulations.
They love to hear that, bitch.
Yeah, that's a part. I realize that's a part of my love language.
Yeah, black love. You know what I mean?
She gets mad, like especially if say we're in a large gathering and stuff like that, and there's food around, all that. She'll get mad if I go get my own plate type shit. Yeah,
that's good. Hey, that's good. That's good right there.
Sometimes I don't want to put like I don't want you to be like, oh, you're my slave type shit. So I don't like that feeling. Sometimes I don't like that feeling like, oh, yo, you're doing this for me.
But that's what your woman is supposed to do.
It's out of love. Like,
he said supposed to do. Let's take that out of our talk.
She don't have to.
If that's your wife,
that gender role.
That's your wife.
Honestly, listen, did you marry her because you know that she would do that, or you love her because of who she was?
No,
I meant both.
That's what. No,
because bro, hold on. Can I say this? Let me say this. Let me say this. Can I speak? Let me speak on peace.
Don't crucify him yet.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So facts. So, like I said, I'm an old soul. Like I watch, like, you know what I mean. I watched my mom kind of do that. Like, she worked and everything, but she also came home. She cooked for her husband. She cooked for her kids and everything.
Every day.
You know what I mean?
Every day.
So like,
every day.
I really,
are you doing doubles at the house?
Yeah, like,
I'm saying, is the guy doing doubles at the house?
No. Like, bro, that was like the type, like, how my parents' relationship was, like, before they got divorced and everything, like, was... my dad took care of all the bills and everything, and my mom like took care of the household. Like she worked and stuff too, so she can have her money and everything like that. So like I said, like she did work, but she really like took care of the home. Like she would help us with our homework, you know what I mean? Make sure we was fed and everything. So I really appreciate that in a woman when a woman is homely and she takes care of the children, hold down the house. Because I really, what they used to do back in the day. The man used to work and give the check to the wife, and the wife managed, you know what I mean? That she held down the house. So, you know what I mean? Like, that's what it was. Like, the man, like, go out there, get it and grind, and the woman, like you said, be their peace. Like, because I agree with what you said, like, and especially, like, you kind of have me feeling like, damn, yo, she was sounding like a man for a second. Yo, that's how a real black man feels like, yo, the world is beating me up and everything, and when I come home, you rub my back, you make me feel like I'm that nigga.
You also gotta remember too, since my wife will be working and all that, and still coming home to still cook for me and all that. Now I gotta pamper her too. You know what I'm saying?
You do the same thing.
Give her.
That's a fact. I agree. No, I agree. Yo, a man should take if a woman is doing her duties as a mother, as a wife, and she's holding it down, holding the fort down. You make sure she's good from head to toe. That's a big fact. You always.
We do like a little trade off, right? She cooks all the time, so she don't gotta wash dishes. I make sure there's no dishes in the sink.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
Cook every single day for me. Shit, I got the dishes all the time.
That's all good. It's all good.
She wants my food to be hot and all that, especially when she puts the plate together. Look, just the other night, fam. This the other night.
He's like,
he got like the best smile on right now. We're talking about this plate.
This plate, yo, fam. This plate look elegant. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's the thing.
I like that.
If the man is making sure that she's good, she's going to make sure that
a man will bust his ass. If you give it, a man will bust his ass to make sure his home is right. I'm telling you, a real dude will bust his ass, bro.
Another one of the long time ago for me, definitely get her to like work one day a week, because I realized right now she only working like a couple days because she can right now. But I was like, damn, you more happier like that. I want you to be like that every day so you can still continue to do the things for me. I have no problem going to work 5 days a week, whatever it is, whatever amount of days, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
I have no problem with that.
Man, as long as you make sure his home is good, his peace is good, he will bust his ass and do whatever it takes to make sure when his castle is good, his kingdom is alright.
I'm sorry. She has a fire. So I'm gonna let her go first.
Right, it was a fire. I can tell.
I feel no, that's good. I feel like if the man understands that, but there are I'm not gonna say a lot because it's not, but there are some men who are still stuck in this thing, whereas they have control of that woman. They are, because I'm giving you all this. Like either they want, like they're like, okay, I wanna take care of you, and then when the woman starts asking for stuff, now she's a gold digger. Now she's asking for too much. But you said that you would take care of her. That's fine. Like if that's the agreement you have, that's fine. But if you want her to be that, then you gotta be able to take on that responsibility. You gotta like it's fine. Like if you want to be a man, you want to be a man. That's fine. Like I don't want to take. I don't want to be the man.
No.
I don't want to do that. I want to be able to relax and be at peace when I come home instead of having to feel like I gotta now come home, make sure you're fed, make sure that this is
it's a job. So I was like, it's a
that's
double.
the thing. If we have a communication, everybody works and just knows how it works, then we're good. But if you think that you're gonna come in here and take all of this, take who I am, and then make me a servant, or because you're the mother of my child, now you got to do this and all that stuff. Now we're gonna have problems. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's not a problem. A lot of women do have no problem with men being in charge. Like there's no problem. I don't want to be that person
because
but
I'm
you
glad you
gotta
said
be
that.
person.
No, that's a fact.
You're appreciating what they're doing too.
Of course, like that's
feel unappreciated.
Oh my baby. First of all, I'll be the first one. Like first, I don't got time for this. My man got 2 jobs. I'll be the first one to throw it out there. Don't play with me.
And maybe
that's real shit though. That's real shit.
That's like, listen, I just don't like the fact that you say I must. Like I'm the type of person, I'll do everything for you because I want my baby still in.
I want sure you good.
But no,
be like,
don't think that. But no, but don't think. You can't think like that.
Talking about
you
must.
got to.
When you talk about must, now I feel
it's
like
not a slavery thing.
It's not
It's
my
not
decision.
a
Now it feels like it's not my decision and what I give you.
These are the
I'm gonna
rules
treat
you
you
have
well
to play.
regardless. But you like at the end of the day, like I need to make sure that it's like you didn't expect that, and now you're like, oh wow, you know what I'm saying? Don't come in here with me with rules.
I will say
nah, it's not rules, but do you agree? Do you agree? The man is supposed to lead the household.
No.
Though.
well, okay.
Why?
Why? Hold on.
Why? Why you say that? Why you say no?
Because if we're being honest, when we talk about lead, not every man is a
lead the
leader.
family. Why?
Not every man is a good leader.
Then you shouldn't be with that man if he's not a good leader.
You're right. Can I tell you something? I didn't get a guy to lead. You know, I didn't get him because I need a leader. God is my leader. My own internal compass is my leader.
I understand
that. At the end of the day, if I like you, you know what I'm saying? If I like you, I need to be able to be like, all right, you can make the decision because I don't know what I do right now.
But, listen.
But the man is
he's able to be the head of the household.
Yeah, he's your protector.
But he need to have
he's
that
a protector of the household as
He
well.
better be
He's a protector.
That's what I'm saying.
More than half
Yes. Yo, if a man is really gonna take care, I believe in a man taking, but.
Hold on, Miles. Can we talk about this? It also stems from their child development. As I said, if the father is not teaching a son how to lead a family and lead the household, like there's more to it than just going and getting the bag. It's more time. It's more.
Lead the household.
Lead the household.
All right.
Lead the household. So basically, boom. What I'm doing right now is controlling trying to, not even just paying bills.
Yeah, of course it's the finances. Of course it's finances.
Tracking the finances, making sure that you know what money's coming in, circulating what's her money coming in. You know what I'm saying? So y'all could properly plan to develop in your future. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of things I will say. I don't feel like a lot of women would argue about a man trying to lead the household. I feel like the problem comes, at least for me, when I hear that, it's a little triggering just because I feel like a lot of men don't understand what it means.
I agree.
They think that lead the household means I make the decision, you just do what I say.
And still pay half the bills.
Exactly. There's no idea like you incorporate me, you put me in your decision making.
Like property.
This involves
I'm
my
just
life and my
coming
livelihood too.
I'm coming for the ride.
So I want to feel like you're putting me in consideration. This is your expenses. This is all you do. It's like, okay, but I have other things I have. What if I want to get my nails done?
Wait, so hold on. So now what if the man pays all the bills?
If the man, okay, so that's the thing. It has to be a decision, right? Because we're living in a time where you have to have a two income household, right? Especially if you want to make some kind of money, right? Have some kind of profit. So
that's if you live in middle class.
Yeah, that's if you middle
class.
But
if you have that money, you usually come from money already.
Yeah.
So you're not but if you're building from the ground up, like most of our, all
our
parents
people,
are
yeah,
immigrants,
facts,
right?
yeah,
So
facts.
we're building from the ground up, right?
Facts.
My whole thing is, you need someone. It was discussed that person's gonna be the provider. Okay, if you're gonna be the provider, then these are gonna be my role. This is what I'm gonna do.
You have to
But even
communicate.
as a provider, you're telling me. You're putting me in the decision making. Okay, so I'm gonna allocate this much funds for maybe date night. This for groceries.
Nah.
This is for
I already know what you're
to
saying.
invest.
Facts.
You're not just saying I make the money. I decide how it's spent. And I give you a salary, or I give you a,
I'm not saying
what
that.
You call it, a little thing.
I'm not saying
Allowance.
because
Allowance.
I respect one thing. I don't want no a weak woman that like I want her with brains and stuff like that. Like she like basically like she my I'm MJ. She my Scotty Pimpin. Like that's really how it's supposed to be. Like
I feel like a lot of women want that though. Like a lot of women want
Can I
that.
tell you
A
something?
female really runs a relationship, to be honest, though. It's just the man is like the face of the team, the face of the business.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But the female is really the decision.
want a
like shit. I
But
do
they
want a
know that,
partnership
But a lot of
because
women don't even want
Because-
to put them in consideration. They just want them as property. They want them
nah,
because of
nah.
the looks.
Exactly,
They
because men want
that.
trophies.
Yeah,
They don't
men
want-
want trophies.
they
Nah,
don't
that's
want
a fact.
partner. They want
Exactly.
trophies.
well,
Is that
successful
what they
men,
want?
successful men.
Successful
Let's say,
women.
well, you
Even
gotta say because regular
because
dudes
even
be
these
wanting
regular
people
dudes
we
be
can
trying to
build
reach
with.
high. Stop
That's not
playing.
true.
Huh?
That's not even true. Even broke niggas, bro.
Exactly. Like, they
But
still
I'm
be
trying
trying
to
to reach
reach
high.
Broke niggas be wanting trophy
Having
bitches.
these standards.
guys,
Wait,
bro.
what,
They-
I'm saying, what does it say
Yeah, it all
about
depends
men?
on.
They
What
don't
does
know
it
what
say
they
about
want.
men that they
Their
like
standards.
trope? Like, what is something that's important to y'all that y'all feel like
It's
that's what
because-
y'all want?
They
It's
don't
because
want nobody
no.
in their ear, bro. They want to
Yeah.
be like, oh, they run the shit. You feel me?
Yeah, facts.
But that's the
Facts.
problem. That's where egos.
You want a
egos has
partnership.
no.
It's
ego.
It's not ego,
Egos
it's
have no
because-
place in relationships.
It's supposed to be a partnership.
I strongly.
Yeah.
No, that's a
Yeah.
fact. Yo,
I
you
feel
both
like
be
a lot
humble
of
to
want
each other.
that.
You both be
You
humble
can't
to
say
each other,
you
but
want-
No
it's just that
bullshit.
a woman has
Loyalty,
to. I feel like
communication, love. Like
Yeah.
that's what
that's a fact.
people want.
No, that's a fact.
That's it.
But I just also feel like it's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with a woman being obedient to her husband. There's nothing wrong with that.
Submissive.
I don't like
Submissive.
submissive.
Submissive. You gotta say
Okay,
submissive.
Hey, no.
You chose the
Both
wrong
of those words were wrong.
No, they
Both
chose
of those
they
words were
chose the wrong words.
Yeah, I would say both of
They
those
chose
words
the
were
wrong
wrong.
words. They
Those
chose
There's
the
nothing
wrong
wrong with
words.
that.
They chose the wrong
If
words.
he's-
You don't
if
mean,
he's-
but those
They
two
chose
words
the
are gonna
wrong words.
trigger.
You know what I mean, though. But you know what I mean.
Boss, you can't say that though. Bro,
Submissive.
obedient, nigga.
Obedient. You're talking like I'm a dog.
Submissive.
That's a submission.
No, submissive
That's
is
a
a little
pet.
better.
Not the same thing.
Submissive is a
Submissive?
little better. Because a man can be
Submissive?
submissive as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
But a man is not about to be no fucking obedient.
You said that. That's like a
No, I
dog,
don't
like
want a submissive
obedient.
man.
Nah, I don't mean-
I want a man that's
Listen to
submissive.
me.
I don't mean no dog with.
You be clipped right
What is
there.
submissive though?
But to me, submissive means when you ask me to be submissive, that means me like yes, okay, a little
No,
bit
no,
less.
no,
No. That's not what submissive means.
Or for me
No.
to put my comment or what I think about it
No,
a little lower than yours.
No.
So what
Being
does it mean?
submissive, that means I realize that we're in a relationship, we're in this together. I'm gonna submit to you. I'm giving you everything. That means that if you make a decision, I could be also shit like I'm gonna put my ego to the side and hear what you have
There
to
you
say.
go.
Right.
Okay, yes, they say with dogs obedient and submissive, but when a dog is submissive to you, that's because
He does that
dogs
love.
are moving packs. You feel me? So there's always gonna be an alpha. You feel me? So when there's an alpha, the
That
reason why
alpha.
there's an alpha is because everybody needs a leader.
Yes,
Somebody has to
everybody
lead
But
needs
can
a
I
leader.
tell you something?
Somebody-
Girls
But-
will be submissive to any man that makes her feel comfortable enough.
They gotta
That's
be
what
true.
I'm saying.
No. That's not true. But
That's
why?
not true.
Why is femininity
That's not
on and
true.
off? Why is it conditional?
It's not
That's-
conditional. It's
No,
just
it's
the
not
fact that
conditional.
it's very.
Because y'all be trying to make it conditional sometimes, like, oh, he has to.
Bro. It's not that it's conditional. It's just that females be on some shit like they want to use their body or they don't want to use their body.
Yeah.
You
Because
have to
they
feel
wanna be on some
safe,
shit
bro.
like
Like,
they want to be like,
it's
oh,
as
my
simple
body
as
is
that.
powerful. This is whatever. I can walk around naked if I want to and not feel like, oh,
It's
I'm
her
sexualizing
choice.
myself. I agree with that. But then they're gonna be on some shit like, oh, if I want to sell my pussy, I can.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yo, that's what's the.
You can sell your pussy if you want. It's not that. If that's
But-
her choice, that's
but-
her choice. That's not every woman though. That is not everyone. If a woman
yeah.
wants to do that because she need to get some bills paid, that's her
But I'm
decision.
saying-
That's not
But you
taking out
can't-
your
yeah,
pocket.
yeah, yeah.
That's the problem,
If you
though.
got,
That's
that's
the
not
problem.
taking out your
No,
no. That's
pocket
the problem.
unless
Why is that a problem?
it's not taking out your pocket unless you're paying for it. So why are you worried?
So who they selling pussy to?
Wait, why is it a
Whoever
problem?
wants that pussy, somebody paying for it.
she wants to sell
But
it
that's
too.
the thing. But
A lot
it's
of
not
you
even
do
on-
sell
but it's
drugs.
not
We
even
don't
on some
talk
shit.
about
But
how
you're
guys are
looking
just
at-
so quick to go to that.
Hold on.
But you're looking at some
Hold
shit like some prostitution
on.
shit. It's not about you being on the corner
Like a
and
sugar
be
daddy?
no,
Wait, do
it don't even gotta be a
wait,
shit.
hold
No,
on, hold
it
on,
could be
hold
you're
on.
in a relationship with a
Hold
nigga
on.
and you also shit like he's only getting something from me if I get something from him. It doesn't have to be money. Oh,
Sorry, love.
if you don't take me shopping, fuck it. If you don't take me out to
Would
the
you
nicest
get in a
places,
relationship that you're not being somehow enhanced by it?
okay,
You
but
wouldn't
you gotta
enter
understand,
relationships
men don't
yes,
get those
so-
opportunities.
Why
we have
not?
to be the one enhancing in order
It's
to
not
find
every-
our.
Not every
No.
But that's
girl
because you
is
go
like
for the
that.
wrong.
No,
that means the
that's
girls
not
you're going
true.
for.
You're
No,
going
for
for the
real.
wrong woman.
And maybe
No.
you're, and
Yeah,
maybe
y'all
the way
about to
she
have
look
me
is the
stand
reason
up.
why you're not
No.
finding
No,
them.
no,
I'm
because-
saying
And maybe
hold on,
because the way
hold
she
on.
look is the reason why you're not finding them.
No.
You gotta think
Bro,
about that.
Boom. First
I'll
of
say
all,
this.
alright, so if you're in a relationship with a man right now, he ain't doing not shit for you, but you really fuck with him and he really trying his hardest. You gonna give him a little chance, but you gonna be like, alright, it's either you gonna get on your shit and really start moving something, or fuck it, it's over for you.
I need you to get something for
Respectfully.
yourself.
Respectfully,
You gotta
okay,
do something
okay,
for yourself.
People enter relationships for. I'm sorry.
okay,
People enter
but if he's not
relationships
doing
for that
nothing for
reason.
himself, he can't do nothing for you, right?
Then we're not
No.
talking.
All right,
But
so
you're
now
not
if you're
doing
dealing
it.
with a nigga,
Yeah,
if you're dealing with a nigga that could do something for himself and do something for you, and you like, damn, you know, this is a little, it's a
Take
little
care of
toxic,
yourself.
Right.
I'm
toxic,
gonna get me.
whatever.
My thing is take
My
care of
thing is-
yourself.
It's a
I'm gonna
little
get me.
toxic.
Yeah.
And when we
It's a
get
li-
together, we gonna be good.
Yeah.
I'm not. I feel like once I feel like that's
But
the
if-
toxic, I'm not doing it.
So you telling me if this nigga's having it, you feel me? He could take care of you and him right now, but you feel me? You holding your own, and he also shit. And you also shit like, oh, you feel me? It's not even about that. Da da
Yeah,
da.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you feel me?
I don't even care about what you got.
You
That's
have
not
to.
true.
No,
Nah,
I
nah.
know.
I know,
it,
but
I
that's
know it.
something.
Okay, hold on.
Like
hold
you
on.
guys
We
are
have the same
projecting
thing.
that every woman
Yeah.
is that same type
Yeah,
of woman,
nah.
and every woman is so
But you
different.
you
You're
gotta
saying
understand.
that's not true, but
Ain't
we're
no
telling
fucking
you
way.
that 3 women
Ain't no
are not like
fucking
that.
way.
Wait.
Ain't no fucking way. You about to be with a nigga and this nigga living good. Da da da. And you still shopping where you shop at. You feel me?
Wait,
Like, yo,
hold
babe.
on.
Babe.
Hold on.
That's
But that's not, you're talking about
That's not being
other
greedy.
women,
That's
though.
not
the
being
girl
greedy.
being greedy
That's not-
if she
Yeah,
worried about
wait,
what
wait.
he can do
That's
for
a
her.
love language.
Hold on.
Listen, no, listen.
What, that's a
But
love
that's
language.
not our love
Dude,
language,
but
so
gifts-
we're not
but
talking
gifts
But I'm
about
not.
is a
Listen,
love-
different
I'm not
type.
talking
Girls
to
like-
y'all directly.
We're
No,
talking
no.
about the other girls.
The gifts
We
is a
can't
love
speak
language.
for them though.
But
We cannot
Yes,
speak
the
for
but
love
you
those
are a
language.
female at the end of the day, and
We
you can
are,
speak for yourself.
but we can. Yeah,
Yo.
we can. But that's what we're
Yes,
doing.
yes,
But you're
yes,
saying
yes.
that nah, we can't
Yes,
do
yes,
that.
yes, yes.
That's not impossible because other women are like that. So you still
yes,
keep
yes.
generalizing. You keep on trying to put us in this bubble, and we're trying to.
These people things and not setting them up to do better.
That's what I'm trying to say. So the females are out here like, yo, fuck these niggas, cause you're saying, oh, these niggas don't be stable.
You know what fuck these niggas mean? I seen enough niggas do a whole bunch of shit that's like, I don't give a fuck about them. And fuck these niggas, for real.
Damn.
I'm
But you
gonna
can
come,
say-
I'm
but
gonna
you
come
can
and
say
get
fuck
mine.
these niggas.
I'm
But
gonna come
listen,
and get mine,
but
and
what
I'm
you
out.
Wait, what was his statement?
That's coming from
Bring-
trauma.
bring-
That means
bring
you've
the
been through some
statement-
shit to
bring
make
the statement
niggas feel
What
like,
was
to
the
make you feel
statement?
like
Because
that
I
towards
don't know
niggas.
the argument.
Niggas
Yo,
done
we
something
do it.
to
I'm
you.
not gonna lie.
No, because
We probably have done because you gotta remember, yo, the dudes that become fuck niggas, they got burnt by a chick at one time, and then vice versa. A shorty becomes like, acts more like, be moving like a man because like she don't want to get played no more and all that like that.
exactly,
So
that's really what we're basically saying.
Let's
before,
change,
bro.
move like a man, standard
I
from
don't
being
like
that.
that.
Yeah, he keeps
That's
saying
no,
that.
no,
I
no.
don't
But see,
like
that's the
that,
culture,
yeah.
though. But he's being right. That's the culture, moving like a man. Because too many men move at that level that too many people can subscribe that to men. And y'all need to raise your standards of who you are.
Like,
I, personally, me, I feel like the roles have been reversing a lot.
Yeah.
You feel me? And with the whole world, everywhere, not even just in America. Like, it goes to even homosexuality. Like, it's being praised now.
What's wrong with that? But what's wrong?
I
with
mean,
that?
Hold on.
normal.
No.
Nah.
Hold on. Hear me out, though.
on.
Before, it was on some shit like, we was accepting it. Boom. That was fine. Now it's being praised. You feel me? We're talking about
praise in what sense?
praise as in they'll put
It's
a
everywhere.
tranny. Sorry, let me not a transgender on a commercial before they put a black female.
Yeah, that's a fact. No, that's a
Or
fact.
if
And
they
make
black,
it-
if they black,
They'll
they're
get
a
a black
transgender.
dude,
They'll
a
get
black
a black
transgender.
transgender, or
They're
he'll be
trying
black
to hit
and gay.
everything though.
Yeah,
I feel
black.
like it's not just. I mean, they put black women, they put black men on there.
But you
They're
gotta
putting
understand- but you
everybody
gotta
though.
remember the
They're trying
agenda
to just
behind it.
normalize
But
it.
you gotta
though.
look at the agenda behind it. What are they doing it for? They'll put a random ass black woman for some bullshit. Shit, she ain't even gotta be up there
Can I
for
tell you-
just because they know we gonna be like, oh fuck, they got a black bitch up there. I'll fuck with them off rip. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's,
I mean,
bro,
it's all
one
about
time-
That's target
selling.
market.
Listen
That's
to.
the advertising.
Do you listen to the
That's
radio?
it.
Do you listen to the radio? When you change up the stations, the advertising changes. You go on Hot 97, every commercial is spoken by a black person.
They
It'll
gotta
be a
speak to their
black
people.
female.
Who's their target
Exactly.
audience?
Yeah.
Exactly. You go into a white person's whatever Z100, ZWBLS. It's a
I
white
would
person,
listen to it
right?
too.
It's a white person saying the ads, right? You see how they be switching it up.
Yeah.
But you hear your people, you're gonna be like, fuck it. I don't care what they talking about. I'm supporting it.
I feel
Right?
like they're trying to normalize that. I feel like, and if you get into that type of thing, if you're gonna be transgender, you're gonna be gay. You're going to be gay. Like
But
there's
my thing
nothing
is
that's
why-
going to make you in your mind say, I want to be gay
But
today
why would-
because I see it.
But why
Yeah.
it only took? But why it only took like 2 years?
If you
One day-
if you have that
That's
thought,
what they
you're
doing to
going
these little
act
kids.
on it.
That's
If-
what they doing to these little
If
If
kids.
you're gonna
Legalize
have that
it.
thought, you're gonna
Hey,
act
yo,
on
yo,
it. But
yo,
if-
I'm not
listen,
gonna lie.
Bro, that's what I'm.
They
bro,
show
doing it to these little
homosexual
kids. They're doing it to
relationships
these little
every day.
kids.
I mean, they show like heterosexuals every day. Like
Yeah.
it's
That's
fine.
the norm.
But
That is the
that's
norm.
all
That's the
is.
norm. That's
Like that's all
But
that exists.
people put
Exactly.
they
That's not-
sexualize
But no.
Homosexual.
I
That makes
feel like-
everybody else
Okay.
in
But I
business.
feel like,
they
yo,
I hear where she's
sexualize
going.
it.
I hear where you're going.
They
I hear you.
sexualize homosexual
Exactly.
relationships as if it's only sex.
That's the
That's all
only
they gonna
kind
do.
that
They gonna
exists,
have
yeah.
an orgy right here in the fucking public.
Right?
That's how they put it. It's
No.
not that deep.
I'ma
They're just
keep it a
showing
buck.
that there is nothing wrong with it. If you look at
I
the
agree. I
gay,
agree with
like
that.
gay transgender, their rates of suicide and just killing
Higher.
themselves
It's
is
high.
so higher
Yeah.
because
No, I
they're
agree.
not
And
loved.
individuals.
They
Yeah.
feel
I
like they're
agree.
not accepted.
No, that's a fact.
So
But that's the thing.
when
But I feel like
Now
right now they're
accepted.
accepted.
They're
They're
accepted,
accepted
right?
no,
right
they're
now.
not
Bro,
because
they-
then there's
Yes.
still people out
What?
here
They
that are-
run shit.
Okay,
They
They
don't.
run
They
shit.
hold
really
on.
don't
Okay,
because
so
there's
run
more
shit.
hate than there's more praise in
Okay,
these
is black people
comments.
accepted?
Yeah.
Is black people accepted?
Hell no.
Not by white people. No,
Okay,
we
so
know
okay, we
this.
still out here thugging, doing what we gotta
Yo.
do.
We do,
Yeah, but it doesn't
And you
make
see,
it
you
right.
see that
No,
the
it doesn't make
LGBTQ
it right, but we
community.
still doing what we gotta do. Why do we gotta give them so much sympathy?
Are we?
We're not though, but
Nah.
We're
They give them
not.
a
I'm
lot of
talking,
sympathy.
I'm talking
We're
about
not,
surviving.
but you
I'm
also
not saying
forget
we
that
doing
there is
it.
still a
But that's
side
a
of black
problem.
people that are in that community. So you cannot turn your back and act like that
I ain't never
community doesn't
listen.
exist.
I'm not turning my back, but I'm gonna say that
That's the
you
problem
know
I'm thinking, though.
deep down in your heart who you like, what you want, and what you believe in. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna move a certain way no matter how you feel. You
Yeah.
could say right now, yo, low key, nobody know, but you might like a girl.
I'm
Da-da-da.
bisexual, so
Whatever.
it's fine. That's
okay?
what I've always
Are you
thought.
gonna feel like fuck? You know what? Nobody like me. Da-da-da. Or also shit like you need all the attention on you just to feel like you
Okay.
could be that way.
No.
I mean,
but
I
it need, no.
but wait,
I'll say
what?
this.
What that way? What that way? What do you mean?
He's saying like you need,
Do you-
like
like,
you need,
you need
people to
everybody's-
actually to like constantly say,
Confirmed.
Oh.
confirm it.
No,
Yeah,
that's the
this
thing
is-
because obviously, I mean, when I was younger, I didn't have that kind of confidence. I thought nobody wanted me.
Of course
Now
not.
I
You
feel
little.
like,
You little. Of course.
but
Then
But you-
again,
when you're
then
growing
again,
up, you need.
But
But that's
growing
the thing,
up,
but
then
that's
again,
all
you
of
need
us.
no, but
We
that's
need
not how
that,
it's
though.
supposed
You
to
develop
be.
outside validation
It doesn't
in
Exactly.
general.
Exactly.
doesn't
But you
need
need that. You
You
literally
don't
need
need that. You really don't need to feel like you're not important.
No. I
No,
didn't say
but
that.
feel
No,
like-
that's what
No,
I'm saying. No, that's
but
what
you,
I'm saying.
you
Like
need
that
your
type of-
mind to wander sometimes. You need to be able to be like,
Yeah.
damn, is this okay and is this not okay? Is this truly what I want?
That
you
is,
need that
but
as a
then
kid
you go through your own
because-
experience,
Hey,
and
that's
that's
what
when
I'm
you
saying.
make
You feel me?
that type of thing. So that's
Exactly.
what I'm saying. If a kid is going to want to be gay, they're going to be gay.
But
if
see,
they
'cause
going
that's
to
the
want a
thing.
woman, they going to want a
Nah,
woman.
but I feel like,
hold on.
but hold on, I feel like they pushing it nowadays. They pushing it so much now that they're not even giving the youngins a choice. They're not even letting it
Yes,
like
they
floor.
are.
No, they're not. No,
Yes,
they're not.
they
No, they're
are.
not.
I
You
have
look,
a
look.
whole
For
bunch of
example,
cousins and not all
for
of them are
example,
gay.
for example, Dwayne Wade's son. Look at that. He's a young boy, and I feel like hold on.
No, because would you
I
have
feel
rather
like
him
real.
abandon his son and
No,
say,
no,
I
not
don't
abandon him.
No.
Give him a yo.
He made that decision at such an early age.
Yeah,
but you gotta realize-
that told
It's
that
such
kind
a-
of like
He's
okay,
loving his
wait,
child.
wait,
I think
No,
it's
no,
right.
but they let him, but they want him to
to
even
become
change his
a
gender
trans-
that
No,
young.
Mom,
He's
you gotta
12 years
understand.
old. He don't know
It's
even
his-
where
I
his
think
next meal's gonna come
It's
from.
his decision.
You know
I
what
feel
I
like
mean?
they're going with it and
No,
not
no,
trying to.
It's
These
not,
kids-
but he's young.
These
You
kids,
gotta remember his
they're-
mindset.
You're
Listen,
learning
but
about
listen,
this
these
And my
people
thing-
forget
thing-
that
thing-
children
thing-
are
sometimes there's a-
individuals.
just like
They
you know
are
you
not.
like
They're a
boys.
part of you,
Yeah.
but they are not you.
How do
But
you
they're
know-
still growing
Like,
and
question
forming.
is-
They're
That's
forming.
fine.
They get
Next
informed
question.
by society. So
Can I ask ask you
if that's gonna be
Oh, no.
constantly pushed on them, like they're
But
not
if
gonna.
they're going to be gay, they going
Can I ask
to.
you a question?
You could have saw that.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
How do you know you like women?
How do I know I like women?
Yeah.
My dick
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, that's a
Let me ask you a
fact.
question.
All
When
right.
you were a little boy,
Huh?
how did you know you like girls?
I started getting
goosebumps.
Yeah, I started getting a little funny feeling.
Now,
I started getting a little funny
See how
feeling.
you're seeing that?
Yes.
You're like,
Yeah.
oh, I get goosebumps. It's the same for someone who is homosexual.
And that is fine.
Who will see if
That
they
is-
see someone like, oh,
So how
I
they
like
being
that
black
man.
on
I
it?
got
So how
no
they being
feelings
black
on
on it?
See, no,
And
that's
and
what
you know how
would.
and how I saw it with my mom and dad. This is how I know. All right, a man is supposed to be with a woman. Like that's
No,
how
but this is
I
the
seen
thing.
it.
But this is what I'm trying
Yeah.
to explain to you. This is the reason why they're, and you say pushing on them, and I have a problem with that just because you're almost making it seem like they're forcing themselves, forcing an agenda. And it's not like that. I think
You don't think so?
about it.
You don't think it's
no,
like,
because think about it. Anything,
I
the change,
disagree.
I will say
I
this.
disagree.
It's a
but-
big
okay,
agenda.
so-
It's a
well,
big
okay,
agenda.
but
I
let
do
me
think
say
They
this.
they
But let me
sometimes
say
get on
this.
they bully.
You gotta remember.
They sometimes
you
get
gotta
on they bully
remember,
on they mafioso
a big,
shit.
A big problem
They sometimes get on
America
their
is dealing
mafioso
with
shit.
is population control.
Yeah.
And the way to control the population
Is if they're not having sex.
Sex,
with each
yeah,
other.
they're not
But
reproducing.
this is
They're
the-
not
But
procreating.
they're also
that a
doing
bad
a
thing?
lot with women
Is that a
having
bad thing?
Is that a bad thing?
What
The
you
human
mean
race
is that
could
a
be.
bad
They're
thing?
really
Human
trying
race-
to
That is a
What
bad
do you mean
thing.
is that a bad
That
thing?
is a bad
The
thing.
generation is
Yeah.
gonna end with just a bunch of
Yeah.
people that are gay.
That is a bad thing.
How is
Yeah.
that? How is that?
They're saying
That's
It's
gonna-
not though.
It's
It's not though.
If
because-
everybody
They're
turn
saying
gay,
that
the
nobody's
human
having
race will
sex.
end.
But
But everybody's
if there's
not
people
going to
being
turn
born
gay.
just liking
Okay, but
women,
I'm
then it's
saying
not
though.
gonna
And
end.
then, like, listen, when you guys think
How?
about that, y'all think of like, all right, there's no there's children in orphanages that these people are trying to adopt as well. Like, y'all know that
Yes.
they can't
Yeah.
have kids,
And
so
gay
at least
parents.
they're at least trying to take care of one of the problems because y'all forget that there's
But-
Planned
Yes.
Parenthood is trying to restrict women from having kids.
But can
Like,
I ask this
they're-
question? Can I ask this question? Isn't like say when they do that type of things, like when they adopt and everything, won't they kind of? Do you think
You
they're
think
gonna,
they're gonna influence?
Yeah, like
They're not going to.
Gay
It's just
people-
showing
gay
their
parents-
love.
I don't think so.
There's-
Gay
I
parents
think
have
that's showing
straight
that they're
children
going to be
too.
loved.
But you know the argument that we're having is
'Cause you
that
gotta remember-
nature versus nurture argument.
Yes,
you do
that
know that,
is
right?
well documented.
You're
That it's
thinking
about the
that
same.
you're saying that because of the environment, what you're being exposed to is what's going to determine how you're gonna be, like
No,
how you're
I
gonna
agree
grow
with
up.
that. I do agree with
don't. But the thing, I
Hold
don't
on, because
believe.
you gotta remember that you're a product of your environment.
Yes,
right.
yes.
So
Yeah,
maybe
but I
environment does
believe-
have a like maybe it's like a
No.
60-40.
I think-
I think maybe it's
90-10.
60-40.
I don't-
90-10.
No,
Because you gotta
never.
understand.
No.
So you telling me if you had access to all the resources in the world, you'd be the same person that didn't have access to nothing.
But if your mentality, if the way you
it don't
think
matter about your mentality.
It does.
No,
There's
no,
people
no,
with-
no, no,
So
no,
you telling me,
no.
you
Not
telling
everybody
me you
moves
got
the
old,
same.
you
If
got
you
old
think
people
you
money.
can't
Your
do it.
mommy and daddy bringing in old money. You could be like, fuck it.
No.
I done see niggas with old people money
Yeah, but
driving
what
around
happens?
Porsches. They taking
No,
over
no, no.
businesses.
You see, but that
But it's
mentality.
not
No,
mentally.
but
But what?
but you
But
see
the
how you
mentality
think.
they what?
No, but you saying that people doing that, right? So they spend all their money. Now
They
their
didn't
parents'
spend
money
all
is
their
gone.
money. They just continue what they had going on.
But that's
But
the
if-
but that's the thing. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's their personality. That's their mentality. But if everyone has mentality, oh, I come for money, I
We
can
talk-
just spend
Some
it.
people
We
invest
talking about
that
They
shit.
go
we
back.
talking
They
about
go
we talking
back.
about two
But
people.
But if they were
We
raised
talking
with
about
that,
two
and they
people with the
learn.
same mentality. One just got opportunities and
One
one
don't.
don't. One from the hood, he can't even make it out his P's. You feel me? Shit
Yeah,
like that.
right.
And then one really just don't got to do nothing. He good. He set
He's
up.
good, yeah.
You
And
telling
that's
me
why
that
part
don't
of
matter?
it is.
You
It
telling
does.
me that don't matter?
No,
I'll tell you
it
one
does
thing.
matter.
But-
It does
but-
matter. But
that's
also
true. But
the
it's not
mentality
impossible. But
about
it's not
that
impossible.
does
It's not
matter.
impossible.
Because you
Nothing is
can
impossible.
have all the money
That's
in the
what I'm
world
trying
and
to
then not
explain to
do
you.
shit
You're not a-
and then have nothing to show
In the
for it.
Bible, in
But
the
you can
Bible.
have nothing and then bust your ass and then have something to show for it. It
course.
really depends on. I feel like chances.
Of course, but you
but
gotta
like
understand.
fucking-
Do you think you would get as far with that hunger and drive you got as whatever with poverty? You broke from the bottom. Do you think you would get as far as if you had them opportunities and?
Well,
Probably not, because I
definitely
feel
wouldn't.
like you once you realize when you hit the bottom and you're at the bottom and then you start rising, I feel like it's like a grounding kind of for me. Like honestly, for me, I feel like where I came from. I feel like I'm different, but I'm gonna always be grateful for that. I'm always gonna look back and be like, all right,
course.
you know what I mean? I'm more in
And that's
tune
what
with
I'm saying.
myself.
And that's what I'm saying. The shit that you went through made you. You feel me? It's all that shit that.
It,
Facts.
You know what
it
it
does,
says?
but it
You
also
are.
is. It's
But
a
I don't
mixture
think-
of both.
but what
I
I'm
feel
saying
like
No,
it
it's a
is.
part of your environment and what you go through. Right.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
right.
But how? That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing because how you gonna go through what you go through if you're not in the same environment?
Okay, so
That's
but
like
I'm
when you
saying-
change schools. And when you go to a public school to a private school, that is completely different.
is.
That is complete. First of all, especially if you go from a black public school to a white private school. Now you have to make new friends, find out who genuinely actually fucks with you. You feel me? That could completely change who you're gonna be in the future.
But if you have the mentality, this is who I am. And that's where
You
it
have to
comes
know
like-
who
but that's the thing,
yourself.
that's-
You have to
I'm
know
saying,
you have,
yourself.
if you have developed that,
even
if
if
you
you
have
know that
developed
in
that,
the same
and you have it
scenario,
in you,
even if you knew that
you
in the
can,
same scenario,
but no one wouldn't, because think about it. There's everyone has a threshold, certain things that they won't do. Like we both know we want money, right? We want to become millionaires.
Okay.
But I hope none of y'all would be willing to go and rob a bank, right? No, right? We all have that. Maybe.
I ain't trying to risk my freedom.
But we all have this like idea that this is what I'm willing to do to get to where I need to be. So that's why I don't subject myself to that idea that just your environment kind of determines where you end up. I think it doesn't have.
In your thinking space, right? Yeah.
I mean, it's only because in those in poor environments they don't have a lot of people that
to look up to.
Yeah, look up to and like show them around. Like they look up to the people that's making the fast money and stuff like that. Like the people that and the ones that are doing the regular 9 to 5, they look at them as struggling. Oh, he's struggling too. Like just like women. I ain't trying to be like that.
Like we said before, product of your environment.
But think about it. The
niggas that be in those positions looking up to those bad people.
No funny shit.
No funny. The only niggas that made it out they hood.
But can I tell you something? The thing that's most priceless in this entire world, money can't get you.
What
the
is
things
that?
What
is that?
Peace.
People,
good people that care about you.
Love.
Love.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? A vision, purpose.
Because when you ain't got shit, people's more intentions towards you gonna be more pure. When you ain't got shit, people's gonna be more pure to you until like when you got something. When you got something, they always want something.
It's different, and I feel like it's hard to kind of generalize certain things because everybody has different circumstances. Like everybody has a different like threshold they're starting at. You know what I mean? Like I can't judge you. Everybody's starting at somewhere else. So it's like I feel like what's really rough is trying to compare everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody's different. Everybody's different.
We need everybody. You know,
to everybody can go around. Everybody got to do their job. Everybody got something that they can fucking help with. Okay?
Yeah.
Of course. I wanted to bring it back to relationships, right? So, have you seen yourself put past trauma onto a new relationship?
Yeah. I feel like we all have. Probably just not speaking up for yourself, like, you know, because of other things, because, they're going to leave, they're going to do this and stuff. You kind of just do that, or maybe, like, I don't know, like, expecting them to be a certain way. Like, I feel like it's certain things.
I will say this. I've seen, and I know, for me, it's like, I'll see certain traits, like controlling. Like, I don't like, and that's the reason why I'm saying, okay, what you mean, you know, head of how, what do you mean by that? You know, I'm always asking these kind of questions because I don't want to be in a situation where I feel like
trapped.
It's not even just, trap is one of them, but also feeling like I don't have a voice.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't, like, I'm not even a person. Because think about it. The first thing they did to most slaves were to beat them down to the point where they're like, you're not even human. You're property.
Yeah.
So I don't ever want to feel like I'm someone's property.
Nah, I feel that.
If I feel at any given moment that you're treating me like that, I'm really quick to run for the hills.
Facts. That's a fact.
But you have no problem if your man is doing, you have no problem, like we said, submissive, being submissive.
Yeah, I believe that if you're in a relationship, there's gonna be a point where we
safe.
We're gonna
you'll get it without me even thinking. Like, I feel like I would fall into that position without a problem.
Do you guys, let me ask you this, do you guys, say you meet a new dude, right? Do you guys, put up, like, that guard off rip, or do you always stay with that femininity? Like
I'll give you your chance to kind of. I literally will let you see. I'll just see how you act. I won't like really give you too much, but I'm just gonna see how you act in those first couple. Because as soon as you start fucking up, that's when you know.
So you put a barrier. So you say you put a barrier up first? Would you say you put a barrier up first?
I don't put a barrier up. Like I feel like I'm open.
They don't put it up. It's always up.
No. It's open. I feel like any person now that I go with, I give you the clean slate. I really don't bring anything in. I'm coming in clean. I'll keep. But once you start fucking up, that is going up. It's gonna keep going up as soon as you fuck up.
But can I tell you one thing?
See, because listen, so you're projecting what other women have put to you, but you don't even know.
Everybody's walking into a relationship.
Telling
Hold on.
you.
Everybody's walking into a relationship making sure that the last shit that happened ain't gonna happen again.
Yeah.
So you're looking for. So there's more check marks.
Exactly.
There's
That's
more
what I'm
check.
saying.
No,
So your
listen.
guard is
Listen. You're
up.
cautious.
It's not
So
your
you're looking.
guard.
You're looking.
Nah.
You're
You're
being
trying to-
aware, though.
What is cautious? What is being
It's
cautious? What is
I
being
feel like
cautious?
it's being
Being
aware.
aware. Being aware.
Yeah.
Look, making sure shit is okay,
But doesn't
right?
mean guarded.
But
It doesn't
if
mean
we
God.
don't
You
do
said
that,
looking at
then
the
you
red
are
flag.
No.
Yeah,
But
it does
guys,
red flag.
It does mean
if we
guarded.
don't do that,
Sometimes.
you guys will start
Sometimes.
saying we're not picking better men.
But
No.
sometimes
That's exactly
it does
what.
Okay.
mean.
But that's what I'm saying. Know what I'm saying? Like, if we don't do that, then you guys are like, so why didn't you pick a better man?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's always that first thing.
Because
We
you gotta
are
understand-
putting that whole thing up to make sure you check
You gotta
these
know
off.
why y'all not picking better men. Because you're going back to what y'all know.
No, we're
Yes,
not. We
We're
literally
trying to
are having a
avoid what
whole
we know.
checkboard of
Bro,
things that
y'all
we
falling
had
for the
happened in
same
the
tricks.
past.
Y'all fall for the same
No,
tricks.
we not.
I'll say this.
Listen, you cannot
So
talk for
tell me,
every
so
woman,
why you ain't getting
bruh.
better niggas then?
What do you mean? I got men right now.
Men,
It's not a problem.
men.
Men.
So
men.
which
Man,
one
but
is
wait,
you taking
who's trying to
seriously?
wife? Yeah, who's trying
Right
to wife?
now,
you
there
taking
is
se-
somebody that I'm talking to right now, but it doesn't
But you
matter.
talking
I'm gonna
about
see
men.
how it goes. I'm gonna see how it goes. But at this point, what I'm doing is focusing on myself, my future, and what I want to do. I'm not like, oh, relationships and stuff. I got to do what is going to make me happy. What's going to make me me.
Yeah.
So I want to work on certain things to better myself. I want to do different classes to build myself. I'm not here saying relationship, because a relationship is not what I need. Relationship
But-
is not going to
but-
be the end of the day. What I leave here when I die is what I'm going to have. A relationship.
But you
or I
don't
will
want to
date
start,
with
so
this
you don't
man.
want to build a
Yeah.
legacy. You don't want to build a
I
legacy.
am.
No,
That's
She's talking about build a family.
different.
That's what
She's,
you're
no,
talking about.
I'm
Yeah.
building a
Yeah,
legacy
it's
because
fair.
of the things that I'm
Legacy
doing.
and
I
family
have
different.
plans that I want to do for myself. Relationship, if you want to be in it, you could be with it. That's fine.
I'm talking about, yeah.
Jump in.
I'm also talking
but
about with
don't
a family.
distract
I'm also
me.
talking about with a family as well.
And that's
Like,
fine. But when you come in correct. Don't come in here on some bullshit.
Messing up what I
I'm
don't
trying
want.
to
Don't
Yeah.
know that you can't fulfill that slot in the
But
apply
that's
for the
the thing,
job
because I
and waste
have-
my time
I-
and get me mad.
Right,
And then
at
now
this-
I'm mad at all niggas.
At this
Don't do
point,
that.
I'm at 28.
Don't do that.
But
I'm at
see,
28.
that's the
I got
thing.
goals
You
and I
just
want things to
contradicting
do.
yourself.
No, I'm not saying no man can come in here. You come in here, you come in here, and let's go. Let's go. But don't be in here distracting and be on some bullshit.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I be asking for. Don't come in on bullshit. You see me over here trying to do my thing. I'm minding my business. I ain't in nobody's face. I'm not playing.
I'm minding my
I'm minding my business. So come in here correct.
Yeah.
I'm not
correct.
I'm not
Come
saying
correct.
and yeah, I'm gonna have a checklist because obviously the people before I wasn't checking off these things and where did I get me? So now I'm gonna have a checklist and I don't think there's wrong because everybody got a checklist.
It's the
for certain
same
shit
thing
that
with
they
men,
gonna
though.
take and
Men
certain
have
shit
to
they
No,
ain't
no,
gonna
I
take.
can say for
Men
myself.
have to-
There's certain things that you was gonna take in that woman that you wasn't
Nah,
like. and
nah.
certain
For a
things
fact,
you
I
wasn't.
had a barrier set up from the beginning. She
Yeah.
saw that.
It's
You know what I'm saying?
fine, though.
Because I was like, I ain't want no gold digger. I knew how to love. I knew how to provide. You know what I'm saying?
But
I
you
wanna,
knew what you was bringing in here.
Yeah, I knew I
You
was bringing
knew.
in. But I just don't want a woman to just not be appreciative of the stuff I'm doing. You feel
And
me?
that's
If
the
I'm
thing.
here to
But
pick
that's
you up
everyone.
every single day,
Yeah.
I'm not expecting you to throw me gas money, but you be like, oh,
Thank
notice
you
something.
so
Notice
much.
something.
Thank you so much, and then
Like,
let's get.
okay.
I'm gonna order food's on me
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
That's fine because that's what I'm saying. Like women are like that. There are women
are.
like
Nah,
that.
nah, there are.
I'll be that person
And then,
that
yeah.
will get into that habit without questioning, and that's always been my problem. I'll get in those situations and I start putting shit forward before even getting to that point where I should have. So then now I'm playing. Well, I shouldn't have did that shit. Oh. Now that's alert. I'm not going to be putting myself or forcing myself in a position where you ain't put me yet. So until you say I want a relationship, I want to be serious, I'm playing dumb.
So do you want them to put you first at all times?
I don't need them to put me first. I need you to put yourself first. I need you to have yourself together before you
Yes.
come to me because I'm trying to put myself together before I come to you.
Yeah.
So if we both trying to work and get ourselves together, then let's go. But if you want some bullshit, I can't help you right now.
A man that takes himself seriously is
Take-
not gonna be
that's
walking
it.
around thinking about superficial shit. A guy who takes himself seriously is gonna be like, "What you doing with yourself?"
Yeah.
You know.
I want
Like,
times
I'm not
where
trying
we're
to fuck a
chilling
bitch
and
who
we're
just look
working
good,
on
who
ourselves.
look
What you
good.
doing in your life? I'm trying to
Exactly.
do. I'm trying to have a salon eventually in a few years.
She do my hair too.
But can I ask you
You
something?
know?
How many women is really, a lot of achievements requires sacrifice.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be okay with him sacrificing that time that he could be spending with you to go put?
But that's
start up
fine.
a business?
And that's where communication comes in, and that's when
if you know it's valuable, if you know
I know it's valuable. Do you know it's valuable?
Yeah.
Listen, if you know it's valuable, you're gonna treat me with respect.
But that's where communication comes in.
Sacrificing
Hey, baby,
time.
I
If I'm
can't
trying to
talk
make
to
a
you.
business
I
or
can't
whatever
talk
it
to you
is.
My
today.
thing is,
I
are you
can't talk that
spending
much
no time
today.
at
I
all?
gotta
No, I'm
do
spending
this.
some time.
That's
I'm
fine,
spending
boo.
some
Do
time.
what you gotta
Spending
do.
some time.
Let's find out how was your day later. You know what I mean? We can FaceTime. Remember I explained to you, quality time and effort is all I need. So if I can't see you today, FaceTime. Let's go. Hey, I'm laying down. How are you doing? You know what I mean? Doing certain things like that, little efforts and stuff to show that you just want to see me, want to talk.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of women just want that mostly. A lot of women are working on themselves and trying to have themselves at a position right now.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's the thing. But they want security. They want that warmth. They want to feel safe.
But I think that's also talking about that love language you were talking about before. Like,
But
what do you,
some
what do
women are
you
different.
want?
Women are
What makes you
different.
feel good in a relationship? You tell the person what makes you feel good in a relationship when you do this. You know what I'm saying? And just like that, like, you know, vice
People
versa,
have
both
to
should
have
do that.
conversations that they're
'Cause-
scared to have in
so-
the beginning,
Yeah,
so they
yeah,
don't
yeah,
waste
yeah.
their fucking time.
Can you guys say this? Like, can you guys agree with this? Like, yo, the whole happy wife, happy life thing is like kind of backwards. Like, it should be happy spouse, happy house.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
I like
I
that
feel
very
like
much.
Because if he's not happy, he's gonna be moving
Shout
funny
out,
too.
shout out to It's Complicated. I got that from
I believe 50-50, like
I agree with that.
50-50, like it shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have that. Shouldn't have to have that conversation of it being 50-50. It should just be
It should
because you
naturally
want to be. That's
I
my
ain't gonna
thing.
hold you.
You
Yeah.
have to just want to do it. Don't do it because you want me. Because I told you. Just do it out of the consideration, kindness of your heart. Because that's how I work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want you to match my energy. I can't speak for everybody, but if you match my energy, we're good. We gonna match energies. But if you start giving me bullshit, now I'm gonna cut you off. Now we're gonna have problems. You know what I mean? I'm gonna match your energy.
I'm gonna be honest, there's not a lot of women that really kind of want to build with a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
'Cause-
it's hard to
'cause, yo,
find that. It's hard to find that.
Women don't date down. They will not like
People
pick up a
don't.
man
when
from
you
the
say
People don't
date
want to
down,
date down.
see,
Okay.
like they wouldn't make a you. All right. So what I mean by that
A
is
woman's always
you
gonna
want
have
them
a
to.
man
A
in
woman always. Most women. Let me say like most women I see. They say this. They always at least want a man to meet them like at the playing field, at the same level, or be above. They wouldn't really like a man. A man can kind of really. You see that like a man could kind of pick up a woman and build up a woman. Like they ain't really got shit.
But that's always
Ain't really got shit.
But it also
He
depends.
said
Like,
that's
I think. See, that's when I say, are you
That's
working
what
on
she
yourself?
said.
Like, if you have ambition, I know like
Yeah.
shit is hard right here.
women see it.
Shit is hard.
A vision
I'm
is
not gonna
sexy.
judge you for certain
Yeah.
things.
Vision is
But if
sexy.
you have a vision and you're working towards that vision, like I'm working towards that vision, we gonna be all right because I see that driving you.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
means that
it's
you
sexy.
going
I
don't know
somewhere. But
if
if
we
you
want
just doing that,
Yeah.
and
He
you're
just
not
tryna have
doing
fun.
anything,
Nah,
you
nah.
just want somebody to mooch off or something like that.
Yeah.
Like then we're gonna have problems. It's just it all matters on energy. I feel like a lot of women are just focused on energy. What energy are you giving to me, or what energy are you giving to yourself as
And
well?
also no one
There
wants
is a lot like people. It's a lot on working on yourself. People have to like. People are just. Like they're projecting their own insecurities on other people instead of looking in themselves. And I feel like in these 2 years, everybody should at least looked in themselves and
At
said,
least
"All right, what
once.
am I fucking up on? What do I need
We
to
had
work
the
up
time.
on to?"
Self-reflect,
Yeah.
right?
But for myself, it's not even for relationships. I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm looking to work on myself. How can I work on getting myself
to
better?
be that,
Yeah.
to be the best self.
To
right?
be
Right.
myself, so when I get into a relationship, I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not questioning
But
it
do-
because a lot of people are not even ready for relationships. They're just
They
ready
shouldn't
for
be.
somebody.
But do you
Yeah.
also?
They're lonely.
I understand.
They're
Like
lonely
yo,
and they
women,
just want to jump.
women
Yeah.
nowadays like you know they want to be able to like you know get their bread and get their money and everything. Do you also know when it's time to put your career aside and focus on your family?
Okay,
Do
so
you know
here's the
that?
thing. I believe there. Okay,
There gotta be a
there needs
conversation
to
with that.
be
You gotta plan
a
that out,
balance.
baby.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't believe, Stacey. I don't believe, and that's the thing. When you say put a career aside, why is it always in a
The woman gotta do it.
Exactly, always in the subject of the woman having to do it.
Why does she have to?
We
My
have better
thing
nurturing
is-
qualities.
Can we
But
get
that's,
some
but that's,
support?
I don't
but
buy
because
that.
that's no, because
I don't
that's
buy
how
that.
it's supposed to. That's just how it is. We're
No,
the
no,
hunters.
it
It is,
We're
but
the
you gotta be
hunters.
able.
We
That's
go
fine,
out
but
there.
you
That's
gotta be
the house
ready
and
to
the
take
man
on
can
that
get it.
extra
They
work when
deliver
it comes
saying,
to having
yeah,
a
if a
kid.
man-
If
We
a person is
don't
ready to
have
take
that.
on that
They
thing,
deliver
to
breast
take
milk.
on having kids and stuff, and know
Yeah,
that
if your
it
man,
comes
if
with
your
a
man
lot.
comes to you like,
It's not
baby,
just the baby,
I'm ready.
it's
I'm
with
ready
the
to
wo-
come and start a family. Can yo, yo,
Can
you
you
take
put
a break.
your
Yeah,
career
can you
Yes,
take a break
but
for a little bit?
You gotta understand
A little bit,
what
raise
that
it,
means.
help me raise my kids for a couple
Hold on.
years, and then you see you want to go back into
Yes,
it.
that's
that's
fine,
a
but
like,
it comes
no,
with
that's
a lot
compromise.
of
That's
sacrifice.
compromise.
Yeah, like
man-
come on now,
That's
like
fine, but it's a
you
lot
stop
of-
working for
can't-
10 years, a good 10 years, and then you get back into your tune.
That's
like,
fine. That's fine for a man to want that, but you got to know that you got to take on that extra work that she's not doing now.
Nah,
You
that's a
got-
fact.
You cannot
That's a fact.
complain about her
That's a
being
fact.
tired and
That's a
having a
fact.
kid because she risked her life to have a kid.
That's a fact.
The kids are no fucking joke. When
I
I realized
understand
that's
that.
why I don't want to have kids, because these kids
Really?
having kids. I
Really?
mean, I'm very indecisive, but every time I learn, I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm about to slide on here.
I really-
It's too
I really
much.
want kids. I
It's a
definitely
lot
want
of-
kids.
But
I'm
it's a
thinking
lot
about
of
it now.
a lot of stress on that woman's body to bring a
No, it's a
child
fact.
in here. It's so much. They're taking nutrition from the
Yeah.
from the mother. Literally, women are losing teeth because
Yeah.
of this. Like, it's crazy. So when you do that, just know the woman is not going to be looking her baddest
Of course,
every day.
of course.
No, because there are women, there are men
I
out
know
here that
this.
are out here
That-
talking shit about the
yeah,
men, the
that's a
women
fact.
cheating on their wife that
Cheating.
are pregnant because they can't get that.
Yeah.
They still also, after having a kid, you have to wait like 6
Also?
weeks to have sex again. So you cannot even have
First
sex
off,
now. Are you gotta now
For like a good
self-control.
year.
Nah, look.
Self-control
Look,
now.
see, this is where it
That's
comes
a
into
fact.
play.
That's
This is
a
where it
fact.
comes into play. You can't make sex your foundation when it comes into a relationship.
That's
Yeah,
fine,
yeah,
but
yeah,
You know what I'm
some-
saying?
That's
Because
right.
there's gonna be times you might not
Yeah.
have sex
She's
with her.
saying-
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying.
I think
That's
she's pointing
what
out that
some men are doing that.
Some men are,
They
yeah.
when they get,
Okay,
they
okay.
That whole
want
cheating shit.
babies and
Okay.
they want relationships, but they're not really sitting here and thinking about everything that comes. There's a lot of stress that comes into having a kid for the woman. It literally you're literally on death's doorstep
And your
at that
hormones.
point.
Nah, you have to have
Emotions.
some serious thought.
It's
some
a lot
serious
that
thought.
can go
yeah.
in that she can lose her life.
Right.
So
Yeah.
when
Just
men
get
are just
your
like,
life
oh,
going.
I want to have kids, y'all gotta understand that y'all are literally going to be taking care of that woman
Of
for
course.
those
Those
months.
9
that
months,
she's
those
I
on.
know
9
that.
months,
I know
right.
that. Trust me.
Yeah.
Like,
Yo, mom.
there's no complaints.
I know
There's
that.
no anger. There's nothing with that.
Nah.
You can't. It's like, and I just, that's what I don't understand. Is just like, y'all should understand that and then know that there's postpartum depression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that.
women
I know
go
that's
into.
definitely real. That's
And
really real.
That's
Hell
that's
yeah.
when women are at their worst. They don't feel good. They feel like they're stressed. They're tired. The kid is crying and all that stuff. And yeah, you're working, but she's here alone. She can't stress. She can't tell you and complain about everything that's going on with this kid because you tired at work. You don't want to hear that shit right now.
Right,
Like, you
right.
know what I mean? It's a lot of stress, but that's why I feel like a lot of people have to talk about that before they have these kids and really have a plan.
Yes, yes,
They
yes.
have
I
to
agree.
have that
Because I'm not gonna lie.
plan.
Nowadays, I feel like a lot of people are having kids with people they don't know,
Yeah.
and also
Not having a
and I'm
plan.
not gonna lie. I feel like there's also women like they're
having
choosing
kids just to have it.
they're having kids and they're choosing the wrong men to have it with.
out of spite
And they know,
or
yeah.
out of some
Or they just
and that's
want
when
it,
and then
got
when you
pregnant.
look at those people, that's when you be like, that's really sad because then the only person that's going to really be
It's the
affected is
child.
that child.
It's the child.
That child. And
Yeah.
that just tells you about that person. But that's when you have to really sit here and think, who am I having a kid with?
she
Who
gonna be
am I
here
not
long-term.
only having
That's
a
a
kid
fact.
with, but who am I going in raw with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who am
Thank
I
you.
going
Thank
in
you for that.
unprotected
Yeah,
with?
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
You can't blame the woman saying it's a
Low
trap.
energy.
If you slayed in that bed without a condom, that is your fault
But
as
why
well.
are
You
guys
cannot
having
blame
sex
me.
with women
You
that they
can't.
wouldn't even stay with
Wait.
sometimes? Why y'all having sex with and then
You
later
can have
on?
sex, have
Listen,
fun.
You can have sex,
no,
but
do
protect
not
yourself.
protect
Be
yourself. You're having
unprotected.
children. You're doing stuff like
Oh,
that with
but
people.
they
And
don't
then
get
wonder
the
why you
same
got
feel.
That shit just happened.
I think so, probably.
It's not. It's just a lot about everybody taking care of themselves. Like, you can't expect somebody else to take care of you. At
I
this
just-
point, don't put your faith in nobody to make sure you're safe.
And can I tell you something? Your
Check, make
body-
sure yourself is
I
safe.
think it's-
Like, I'm
can I-
gonna always put
Can I-
myself first. I don't until I have now I'm married and stuff and we're talking about having kids. That's when we can talk about that. You know what I mean? But even then, at that time, let's get tested. Let's do that. And I feel like having those conversations that are so hard to have that people are not trying
They
to
should have them.
you're gonna have to have them because then it stops these problems that are gonna officially anyway
about
like
yourself.
arise
We're
somewhere
talking about-
probably when it's at the worst time.
And we're talking about self-care. We're talking about self-love.
That's for everybody.
You know? That
That's
means that also
everybody.
means self-compassion.
It's just
You know,
like
that also
learn
means
from those
addressing-
mistakes. Don't do it.
Addressing your mistakes, addressing any shame that you may have feel that you took that took away from your being of being a human. You know, like talking to yourself, like, yo, who the hell am I laying raw with? Like,
Yeah.
honestly, like I'm sharing if you own anything in this world at all, it's your body. if there's anything at all. You
And
don't
if
own nothing
something
but
goes
you.
wrong.
And if you giving that other person the present of like your soul. A soul's the most. I think a life is the
Only
most
you're sharing
important
energies
thing
if y'all want
in
to
this
start
world.
going into that.
You gotta
If
treat
you wanna
yourself
start go
like a
into that.
diamond.
Yeah.
You know,
You're absorbing
Truthfully,
people's
can't just be
energies,
giving
whoever
everybody.
they're having sex with,
Yeah.
you having
Yeah,
sex
hell
with.
yeah.
Those energies are merging, and if you. But for
Hell
women,
yeah.
you know your body's immediately
Yeah.
gonna tell you that shit ain't
Yo,
it.
thank you.
Now we
Yo,
know.
yo. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, definitely. So I'm glad y'all said that because I've talked about this before with certain women, and they didn't really believe in that. Like,
I believe that.
you like when you having sex with people, especially raw and shit like that. Like you are transferring. Yeah, you are transferring.
Energies, and if your body
They leave a piece of you.
Yeah.
They
I mean,
really
everyone
do.
leave
And
it.
your body
Yeah.
will tell you if that person is really working with you. Because even like when I think about it, when I was, in my days and not really thinking, like, trusting people that I shouldn't have, that time I was in my healthiest way. Like I was eating clean and all that stuff. So I knew it wasn't like, the food I was eating. So this is the only thing that's really throwing me off and continuously giving me something that's like, no,
Your pH. These niggas be messing with your pH. That's
like,
something
it's
that
literally
tells you.
saying
That
no,
tells
and
you
I'm
something.
literally like,
that
keep
means our
going
energy
back.
said no.
Like,
Tell me
wait, let me
stop.
try again, and it's like, bitch, then I fucking say it the first time.
Your
How many times
energy
I gotta
said
tell
no.
you?
Your body
You know what I
rejected
mean?
it. That's your body not naturally going with that nigga.
Yeah, but
That's true. Your coochie could tell you.
Yeah.
Nah, nah, nah. I hear what y'all saying. I definitely hear what y'all saying. I definitely hear what y'all saying.
Yeah.
No.
But that's the
I hear
thing.
what y'all saying.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes,
No,
but that's the
I
thing.
understand what y'all saying.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like,
They
I
choosing
mean,
the
but
wrong
that's
niggas.
learning from that.
Nah.
No,
It might
but
just be a
that's
body
okay.
rejection type shit.
But that's
that's no.
Listen, everybody has to learn. Everybody is going to meet somebody that's really going to change their life and really start
How
having
many
to
women
realize
have you
that
had
they
this
was fucking
conversation
up.
with?
You're
can't
going to be
woman.
aware, and that's the thing. That's the thing of being aware. When you start looking back and realizing all that shit that you were doing, that was like, okay, that obviously wasn't it. So yeah, obviously those people that I was dealing with at that time, that I'm not doing that shit no more.
Yeah.
I won't ever do that shit again.
I feel like
and
You can tell that nigga don't drink enough water.
not-
That nigga don't eat the right shit. Take care of his body. If he's mentally stressed,
You could tell.
he's giving off different shit,
Yeah.
and you could tell that through your whole body and then physically. You know, like physically, like
Like,
women-
I'm sure y'all asses have to feel that shit. Like
Like,
y'all,
y'all
feel like y'all
know.
gotta
That's
feel
what
that
they're
shit.
tuning in.
Y'all asses
That's
are
if
just
they're tuning
suppressing.
in.
Y'all
That's if
asses
they're
is suppressing
tuning
this
in.
shit
You
with
know.
drinking and smoking and shit.
That's
Like
if
y'all
they're
asses.
tuning in. That's if they're tuning in.
they don't call them back.
No, right.
After they finish doing it, they don't call them back.
We be knowing when a girl's like definitely bad vibes from us. Like we
Yeah.
be knowing over. It's just that
It's just
sometimes we just get
The
caught up in.
urges.
It just
It's horniness.
it be like
It's
it just be
horniness.
the sex. It just be really the sex. It just be the sex. But we be knowing. Yeah. Sometimes just because
Listen, but some women are the same. We were
Yeah,
the
we
same.
think
We
the
were
same.
like,
Yeah.
well, I'm
We
trying to
want
get
it,
this.
yeah.
I'm trying to get this.
Yeah.
And you be like,
I
this
regret
ain't
it.
it.
I regret
Fuck
it.
Listen, we were at the same time. When I was younger, that was it. I was just like, well, I'm trying to get some. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like women and girls and boys think the same at those,
Yeah,
especially at those
exactly.
young age. Like we just trying to get some. But when
It's
you
so
realize
practical.
and you start looking back at that shit, no, you are literally putting yourself at risk. Like just
Yeah.
because of somebody that didn't
That's
even
human
really
nature,
want you like that.
and it's a
You
little
know
bit
what I
more
mean?
with men.
I also think it's a little bit
You
selfish.
should have had
when you
more
go raw.
respect for yourself.
It
And
is
that's
a bit
just respect for
selfish
yourself.
when you
Love
do.
for yourself. You have to love yourself
you-
to even be able to be out
You'll be
there
careful
like
who you
this.
But
give
when
it
you
to.
think of, it's not even just be careful what you give into. It's like when you think about when you go raw, you're taking that chance that you're actively saying,
A lot can go wrong.
I could possibly get this person pregnant. I'm gonna try to pull out and
Shit
try not
can
to get her
change.
pregnant.
Shit can change.
But there's
right
a
here.
chance that I might, and we might have to hurry up to the store and get a plan B or
Yeah,
something,
facts.
right?
And that's only
So-
if she's
Plan
at a
B's on
certain
deck,
weight.
fellas.
That's only if she's at a certain weight. 150, I think that's the cutoff
Right.
for Plan
You
B.
can't-
So if she's 160, bitch, you might be a daddy.
I'm trying.
But yeah,
but my thing is,
There's like a certain weight. I think it's
more than
140, 150. Like between those like weights, it won't work for them. That's what they say at the. Like, if you look at the back.
but
I
You gotta
remember
take
that
two of
time
them
I took it, I was above that. But
Yeah,
bitch, I didn't get pregnant.
What was
so
you
I
gonna
was
say?
fine.
I just wanted to continue the thought real quick. But the reason why I say it's a bit selfish is the one about getting someone pregnant. We were talking about breaking generational curses and stuff like that, right? You think about it, if you get an unexpected pregnancy and you're in the process of building, that's going to delay you even more, right?
You're gonna push. Stress
It's going
on
to push
that
down
child.
because now you got to focus on the child and providing for the child. That's one. a lot of the work that I do regarding Black maternal health, we worked with women who were tested positive for HIV. Many of these cases, they're not finding out from their partners. And I'll say this, one of them was even married and found out her partner was HIV, had HIV and didn't disclose that.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
So this is the thing, even in relationships, you run the risk, you know? So that's the thing I'm like, it's a bit selfish. Every time you interact with someone, you're taking that mentality like, okay, I'm trusting you, right?
For like some bliss,
You're trusting
for, like,
it's your
you guys be having real sex with just like one night stands?
No.
But the case I'm telling you is someone that she was in a relationship with. My thing is this is because you don't always, let's be real, you don't know, no one's watching their partner 24/7, right?
Cheating.
You don't know.
True.
So my thing is there's a level of responsibility that you have for yourself, that idea of protecting yourself, but also that idea that things might go wrong. Things might happen, and what are you ready to do with it? Like the idea that every man, go wrong, or you know, you get someone pregnant, now you're like, oh snap, I have a child, oh abort the child, or you need to take a plan B, or I'm just gonna completely not have anything to do with this child, and now there's a single mother, right? And you think about that child, how that child's gonna be raised, right, without a father,
anger
and there's stuff that he's gonna deal with,
a lot of regret. Like they're just gonna have some like internal like anger towards this child.
No, men need to
because
take
of
that
this.
accountability.
Like,
that's a fact.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot.
Both people.
This world is really shit, and to bring a child in and expect them to be like perfect or like it's selfish.
It's just, but it
It's
definitely
hard.
needs to be
It's
both.
really
I feel
hard.
like it's a mandatory that it has to be both men and women involved.
They has to, and they have to start putting that responsibility on men, because I feel like they're just forcing women. Like they're all these laws coming in about forcing women to have kids, like or they're gonna go to jail if they don't have the kid.
Or they're
where are the fathers at? So what's gonna happen with the father? Is the father being forced, or is just the woman? Because
no,
now
the father's being
because I ain't seeing that, because now
they're coming after you.
forcing a woman with a
course.
child that they really probably don't want, and then expecting them to give that child love.
And,
Exactly.
and
Come
if
on.
we're talking
Y'all
about the
know
black
it's not gonna
community,
happen.
and if we're talking about the black community in relationships, I feel like we need to
no,
be
it's okay.
the
I'm
healthy
like,
partner that we want to be in our life. You told my piece, you said like we kind of sound like guys, man, and it's like, you really got to think about like what's healthy, like what do I want, like like your body will actually tell you what's going on. Mindfulness, like actually being like, I like when you're mad and when you're stressed, your body tenses up. Like you're that means less oxygen to your brain. That means less like like your neurons is like so it's like I feel like people really should be more careful what we're talking about with themselves and with who they're dealing with, the choices they make, and just be paying attention. Like your body will tell you everything. Pay attention to yourself and ask yourself those questions. Ask those questions that sometimes hurt a little. Like to ask. You wouldn't want somebody asking you that.
Like cheating. Like why cheat if you're in a relationship? Like I'm not saying that somebody but I'm just saying why cheat if you're in a relationship? Like you might as well just leave that person. That's when you gotta really look inside and be like, what's going on with that person when he feels like he has to, or she. I don't want to say he. I don't want to say he.
They're looking for something.
They are looking for something else. They need some like validation or something that they're not getting here. Like it's always something. So. That part.
I don't understand with that cheating stuff, because it's like if you're gonna be in a relationship, might as well just say you want to be in a relationship, or tell if you feel like you're gonna
just
cheat.
Say it.
You feel like
just
you're gonna
say
cheat.
it.
Just present that to them, and they might say, okay, well, we could look into this, or
like because you don't know. Some people are really open. Like I feel like even the people that I've been meeting, like on TikTok, everything. There's different people out there. There's people for everyone. So like I feel like if you just look in, like you can go on TikTok and put in open relationship, and you're gonna find somebody that's with the shits and all that stuff. So just go for those people. That's that type of person. Don't go for somebody that don't want. Y'all are not even eye on eye, and that's why you need to have that communication in the beginning. Because if you don't have that communication, those problems are going to arise whether you like them or not. They're gonna probably be worse because now you're invested in that person. You're trying to force it, and it probably wasn't even meant to be.
Yeah, that's where it gets fucked up at.
So it's like, why do all of that? Y'all just need to have that communication. Be vulnerable, because a lot of people don't want to be. They feel like it's weakness. But if you do that in the beginning, I feel like you'll have more success than trying to play somebody before you get played and all that shit.
Yeah.
I like that. So can you tell me some times you have probably like if you was in a relationship what are signs that you could tell us that a woman has emotionally checked out of that relationship?
Distant. She ain't arguing with you no more.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
she like, alright, chill, I'm chilling. She not really trying to
Not making
talk.
time for you as much.
Yeah. Like, she busy now. She used to...
She's so busy.
She changed her hair. She changed her whole fashion at
Her
this
text
point.
messages are spacey.
Right.
So spacey.
Yeah.
I'm really thinking.
Not as detailed.
They checked out.
Like
emotional
text
checked
messages are
She's not
long.
arguing like if she
Yeah,
was
I'm not
arguing with you
you.
before telling you about certain things and she's not arguing anymore, just know that you probably about to be out the door.
Yeah.
Or she
I'm
looking.
not arguing with you no more.
Like,
She emotionally
maybe
cheated.
not physically, but mentally, she probably did mentally.
She gone.
For a second, but can I tell you something? That's when she realized she's like, you know what? If
I've
I
been
don't
saying
like
this too many times.
if I'm not craving this dude, if I'm not craving my man, the one I'm out with, that means it's something that's telling you no. And it's kind of like, if you're out there, I feel like if you even step out there to look for someone else, something said not this one, you know. And that's why you have to address that first. Like, why not you? And sometimes you're not even looking for the next dude. Nobody should. You just
want that
don't want
person to give you that
to get you to get together.
But you have to have those conversations, because if you don't, then that's probably when you're gonna start looking out elsewhere and stuff, because that person's not giving you that, and now
Have you guys ever got cheated on?
No.
No.
I've never been in a
know of.
relationship to get cheated on, so it's not.
Yeah, you was in situationship.
Situationship, so I can't even say that.
I have.
Yeah.
I have.
Can you tell us what his inside feeling, how it felt?
You know what's funny? It was crazy because I kind of went numb for a second. Where it's kind of like, all right, Stacey, we gotta get into it. You know, like at the end of the day, I gotta do as much fucked up like damage in the situation to where I feel like my pride is like, fuck you, and you felt it. But at the same time, I realized like he felt it, my presence difference. You know, like he felt the difference. So like I know like that. You know, I did do a little shit. You know. I kind of, I don't even give a fuck if he's sticking his hands about that. You know, like I made him think, you know, he was apologetic and all that shit. Because it was actually one of my best friends.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and the fact that she didn't tell me was like, damn, you know, like even when you woke up in the same bed with this dude, why didn't you even tell me? You know, like I had to find out, and that's God. I'm a very spiritual person, you know.
Me too.
And I found out just out of being some silly shit, you know. I actually just, and this is funny. Some people don't believe me. Some people do. I know girls do that out here sometimes too. You know, we went to go have dinner, and you know, he said he was gonna take a shower first. He just finished going shopping. He was like, "You gonna take a shower first?" That's okay. And I'm already dressed because when I got there, you know, I got ready, and he was like, you know, like I was on his. I honestly took his phone so I could take some pictures on it so he could see it later, you know, kind of like on some surprise shit. I kind of like doing like random shit.
Yeah.
And I'm being completely honest, you know, and that's just me being something silly, something weird. Sometimes, you know, I guess that's something weird or whatever.
Being cute.
Being cute. And I did that, and like, you know, you go back, you take like 15 pictures, and then you go back and like delete the ones that you was like ugly, and you leave the ones that's good, you know. You gotta go back, you know.
Yeah.
And I just went back, you know. And it's so weird because, I mean, I guess I had to deal with a weird dude to literally have a picture of it. You know, I was hanging out with them and I just left early. You know, she's like one of my best friends.
Yeah.
I brought her there because, you know, we was going out to dinner and I was like, he'll definitely sponsor my friend too for me. Like, I barely see her in the city. So when I go out there, you know, I'm trying to hang out with her. And if we going out there too, like, I might as well, you know, she's going to be around. Like, I had no problem with it.
Yeah.
But that night I left, you know, that was my, like, one of my best friends at the time. I thought that, you know, it would never happen. Like, that would never cross the line.
So wait, how did it even happen? Like, they was together at one point?
We were all at this little bar club, whatever, and I had to go home because I had school the next day. This was undergrad, and I just remember the next day they both lived in the city, you know. So then after I, you know, called them and like they both didn't answer the next morning, you know. I know him, you know. He's a businessman. This is what time he wakes up. Like, he's always about it, you know? So I was like, that's a little weird. But I was like, whatever. Like, and then I called her and then she didn't answer. And I was like, well, she's in that field as well, you know? So I get, you know, why it didn't make sense. But it seems I was like, whatever. It wasn't until that time that I went there. And like I said, this is something silly. Like, I do. Like, you know, a little funny. And I just happened to see it. And the fact that they both didn't mention anything.
Wow, that's crazy.
But I just felt uncomfortable from that conversation. You know, he told me that she did go back to, you know, she was really drunk and that he took her back to his spot, you know? And I was like, cool.
Did
you say
the picture, the actual?
Yeah. So I knew that like they had been like around each other for the rest of the night, you know, when he had sent that text. But I didn't know that happened, you know.
She found a photo.
I saw a picture. I saw a picture.
I saw a picture while she was
scrolling back when she was
editing in his phone.
Yeah, she took all the pictures she was taking. She wanted to delete the ugly ones.
Yeah,
and she happened to see a picture of them kissing.
Yeah, they were kissing. Yeah.
Oh my God! So did you ever get a chance to tell your that
I
friend how you felt?
You know what, I did, and I felt bad for her in a sense because she was drunk, you know. And when I left, I knew she was drunk, you know, but I trusted her that much, you know. And I knew that, you know, we'd had a conversation, and you know, I hope that was an experience for her. I don't talk to her anymore, but I hope that was an experience for her.
I'm not gonna lie, because I feel like she probably
drunk this shit.
She probably already kind of had feelings for him already.
Like
that's what it sounded like.
You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like, you know, I couldn't, you know, just stuff that happened afterwards. I had done that, you know, like I felt like I just can't talk to her anymore. Him, of course, you know, it's dumb.
Yeah, facts.
But you know, I've had that situation where you had to be like, damn, like, you know, like I shared everything with you. You know, I literally gave you, you know, like I didn't think you would do that and you crossed that line, but it's okay. You know, you gotta mourn your friendships just like how you mourn relationships.
Facts. No, that's a fact. That's real shit. Like, I believe with that you definitely have to like move on and like definitely separate yourself from that person and like we said before, definitely try when you get into a new relationship, try not to put that past trauma onto another person.
That's tough though. It's
because
hard.
It's definitely hard to do because we all human and stuff like that. But and we put that guard up, like you said, every time we get hurt, we put that guard up more and more and more if a person fucks up. Yeah. But
that's when you gotta take care of yourself.
Yeah.
I feel like
you
also you gotta I feel like therapy is definitely big. Like
you gonna have to talk because that's like a part of trauma. Like that's a trauma right there. Like that broke your trust. That was somebody you expected to never do that to do it. So now you're gonna have to try and get over that again. It's therapy, then you'll stem back to your roots and everything. And so therapy, taking care of yourself, getting back in touch with yourself, making sure you are safe. You know, and being able to trust yourself, because at that point you're probably going back and thinking of how couldn't I see this? How didn't I trust myself enough to see that this was a problem or something? So,
but you also got to remember that that person might be dealing with something themselves mentally. So I do believe I love therapy, the idea of therapy, individual, and I do believe there should be a couples therapy as well.
Right. If you want that person back,
I don't want that person back. If you want that person back, if it's worth it.
If it's worth it,
but I do believe that you should explore that.
Can let me ask you this, like, can you come back from cheating? Can you come back?
Yeah,
you can. I'm gonna say
it's
because
show that you can.
I cannot
prove yourself.
Like I need to love you.
It's gonna take a lot, but I feel like because I know how I am, I feel like it's going to be so hard for me to get past that, and then it will be more of a strain on that relationship because now I'm not going to trust you enough. Yeah. So it's like, why put us through that? I'm just going to have to let you go.
But that's an assumption you're making.
But no, it's fine because, I mean, you crossed that line already. I trusted you and you crossed the line. So that means that you didn't have my good, you know, like
but what if they made a mistake?
What kind of mistakes? I feel like drunk and all that stuff, it all works on different stuff. Like, I don't do it. I wouldn't do it to you, so I'm not going to accept it.
That's the one thing. That's the one thing.
That's a deal breaker. I get it. And this for most people it is.
Because I'm not going to do it to you. So I don't.
That's a fact.
But let's say that this person is the love of your life, and this is a person who normally wouldn't do it. Let's say that during the time that they cheated, they were experiencing a high level, a high amount of stress.
Like,
and they just needed advice, and that person was there. They were rubbing their back. They come home to you,
guys are always
and you're
kind of going through a hard
nagging.
time.
Yeah, you
already
guys are
relationship.
arguing. You guys are not on the best
That means there was already
that
problems
person
that
was
y'all shoulda
there
had
rubbing their
already
back,
went over.
and they confided
That
in
means
them.
that there was already problems
You know?
prior to that.
Exactly.
That means that y'all
but
had
that's
to
what I
hit that.
said. You work on trying to make it, like that whole couple therapy and trying to make it work. I do think you can. I do believe that it takes another level of the idea of breaking down your pride. Like I said, a relationship, you can't have pride. So the idea of first admitting that you did this person wrong, you did them dirty, and that you acknowledge that. So you also have to be, the person who cheated has to be forgiving too. And I say forgiving in the sense of allow that person to, however long it takes for them to gain that trust. You can be like, well, it's been so long, you should trust me by now. No, because you have to realize that
You fucked up.
they didn't have that. That wasn't a worry for them before, and now it is.
But
You know?
do you I agree with what you're saying. But do you think when women in a situation when a woman cheats, they kind of already fell in love with the dude in a way? It's different when a man cheats because
No, I don't think it's
not
different.
always.
You don't think
It'd
it's
be
different?
the same type of things.
You don't
when
think so?
women-
'Cause
I feel like it probably went as emotional first. Like that person probably was somebody that she leaned on, and I mean, I say all cheating is trash.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but I guess with anybody, I feel like there's probably something that was a problem before, and then you found somebody that kind of helped with that problem, gave you a salute, maybe a temporary kind of highs with that problem, and now you done did something. You know what I mean? And
Right.
it's that I feel like it comes back to where that relationship was in the beginning. Did you guys have these conversations and shit? Were you guys on the same page as what you were looking for and stuff? And if that person does something like that, then I mean you can move with them accordingly. But
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people are lacking communication before they just go with somebody because it looks good or what they have, and then you forget all this stuff that eventually is gonna come into light eventually if you're trying to have a whole long-term relationship with them. So
I like it. I like it. We're coming to we're coming to the end of the show. So I wanted to introduce our segment we do where we spit a jewel of the week. Our jewel of the week for me is self-care. That being said, for me, self-care is going to the gym 3 times a week and everything, and I enjoy that because it gives me an inner peace. You know what I'm saying? As we were saying, self-care is important. So because nobody's gonna remember for you to take care of yourself but you. So you gotta put that step forward. So what's your advice you can give for self-care to our listeners?
everybody's self-care is different, so don't try and follow someone's to a T. Do something that makes you feel good. So I like to wake up, meditate. While when I shower, I like to have candle and put some music on, put my favorite songs on, and just put me in a good mood. You know what I mean? I like to journal. I have therapy as well, so it's I have certain things and therapy is a checkpoint just to make sure I'm hitting certain things at a certain time. So I feel like everybody's is gonna be different. I feel like change them to you. Don't try and go so high for something and then be upset when it falls apart. Go for something that works for you, not for what you see on these videos. I do this, and doing that stuff in an hour, knowing that they have 5 hours to do that shit. You know what I mean? Be realistic.
Yeah.
But yeah.
For me, is self-care is like anything you would do in your schedule, like brushing your teeth or something. You make time for it. You don't need a lot of time. So even if you have just 5 minutes, just take the 5 minutes for yourself. You
Check
know,
in
and just see how you're doing. And it doesn't make you, I don't want to say weird or just, you shouldn't judge yourself, basically. Just allow yourself that time to process. How's your week going? How's my day going? Did I wake up, feeling good? Am I tired today? Just check in with yourself, even for 5 minutes.
Yeah. I feel that. Definitely feel that.
Yeah, I feel like self-care is not being afraid to say no, you know.
Boundaries.
That's real shit.
Boundaries.
That's real shit.
Yeah, being able to be yeah, but something's telling me no, and I'm not comfortable with that, asking yourself those hard questions, being that person to yourself, that best friend to yourself that you would be to anyone else, and even if you wouldn't be that to someone else, you would want somebody to be to you, that way you cultivate more of what, you know, you can really create the world that you want for yourself. You know, it's tough, but it's worth it because you're worth it.
Facts. Putting yourself first is going to make everything easier for yourself, I feel. If your cup is filled, you can fill other people's cup. If yours isn't, you ain't got shit to give. So and it's going to be coming out of anger. It's going to be out of like passive aggressiveness. Like it's not going to be from love or like your heart. You know what I mean? So if you take care of yourself and you make sure that you're good,
it has to be a balance.
It has
because
to be.
you can't be to the point where it's so extreme where you're selfish.
What's that thing that the air, like they say on the airplane, they say that you have to
put on your
oxygen mask before you get your children. Like
you have to help yourself first.
You have to
help others first.
You can't get. How are you going to be able to give and actually want to? You know what I mean? If you're not happy with yourself, it's gonna be anger.
Oh yeah, you're gonna.
You know?
That's what you're gonna pour out into the world. So you're gonna pour out to the world. So that's real shit. That's a fact. That's a fact.
I feel like you're also not your productivity either. You know, you're not what you give to others. You know, but at the same time, you do have to remember, like humans, we were meant to be alone. We were meant to live together with other people. So we have to understand, like, we're a community.
There's nothing wrong with being alone, though.
You gotta do both. You gotta do both.
No, but not too much.
I love balance.
It's always a balance.
Listen, I love my alone time so much more.
Me too. Me too. Yo, as men, men value you know, we definitely value our alone time, like, you know, just to take time for ourselves.
I don't want to go
too much alone time is never
good.
Never good.
Oh, you fuck with anime. Oh,
like
shit.
that's it. Like I would literally, you want to go out? I got some things planned, and I got literally. I'm trying to watch Demon Slayer. I got Jujutsu.
Oh my god!
This is like.
Now you talking about that?
I just be all like
man,
about shit.
Chill.
Literally, like, it's just putting yourself first, enjoying your time. Like, you don't have to go out every time. You know what I mean? If you really don't feel like it and you know you're not going to be in that energy, don't take your ass out. Like, so you know how I am. If I got my headscarf on and I'm ready, she FaceTime like, oh, hey. She like, oh, you got your headscarf on. You already know the vibe. Leave me alone. I'm not getting out of this bed.
To yourself. I already said.
Nah, real shit, because, you know, like, for example, like, I went to a concert on the Dolly, just on some Dolly shit, like little.
I want to do that.
And I was like, I'm not gonna lie, it was just kind of like we're just because I'm a triplet, you know what I mean? So I'm always used to like just being around my brothers and stuff like that. But I'm like, yo, let me get more, because like I said, we getting older. Everybody, you know, we all grow into our own, you know, individual and stuff like that. So I'm just like trying to find myself and do the things like try the things I like to do. Like, yo, what makes me happy? That's a fact. Like, what is getting more into in my interests and stuff
more
like that.
I like
everybody is different. Like there's space for everyone to do something different. Like everybody doesn't have to fit a mold. Like there's jobs for everybody. There's different things that could be done. Like there's somebody different to have this done, to make this, to make these.
It's so many. It's a puzzle.
It's everybody
can
like we need somebody for something. Everything. So I just feel like everybody trying to fit in the mold and be something.
Too big, too small.
Yeah, it's not. Like I feel like everybody just has to follow their heart, their creativity, what they really want to do. And I feel like if more people start doing that, and it doesn't mean like just quit your job and go but start working on it. Like just start doing it.
There's nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5 and still trying to follow your dream. It's hard. If it's worth it, it's gonna pay off.
It's hard. It really is hard, but eventually that shit starts to work out. So like I was working and I was going to school for hair, my hair license. So that was tiring as fuck. I didn't want to make some money off of that. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. So if everybody just starts doing that, I mean, it's gonna be hard, but eventually that will work out for you.
I wanna thank you, ladies, for giving that motivational advice.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Thank you for coming on the show. We really enjoyed your responses.
We enjoyed your time. Yeah,
we would appreciate it. Tell a friend to friend to let them know that they could come and engage with us on a conversation as well.
You know what? I actually might have to get in touch with you guys because I do have a podcast. We're working on it, but. in the future.
That's a fact.
Definitely
That's a
wanna
fact.
get you guys.
Keep us in tune.
Can you ladies tell your names again to our listeners? And tell
Yeah,
them
and
where
give
to
your
follow
social
you?
media if you want to give that out. Where the people can see you.
Oh, go ahead.
That's at Stacey Monet.
Mm-hmm.
STACEYMONAE.
Peggy, and mine is Peggy.Marie_.
Lateesha, LATESHANACOLE.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been drinking.
I thought about it for a second. I don't know if that's what
I was like, please tell me I got that right.
Yeah, right.
It's my name, damn it.
Yo, again, this has been a great episode. You ladies have been our first listener, well, a listener and a guest on the show. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. This was dope. This was very dope.
Yeah.
It's definitely dope.
To listeners out there, you guys can catch us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Podcast Index, SoundCloud, and YouTube. So y'all can subscribe and follow our page on
follow our pages.
Instagram
at JWL Talk, man.
We also got the stickers going out. You know what I'm saying? Let us know if y'all want some Joe Talk stickers.
Word. Put that up there. Show the cameras real quick. That's a fact. You know what I mean?
Stickers.
Word. So, y'all follow me at finesse__Leo. Y'all make sure you tap in with that finesse__Leo.
And you can follow my Instagram at mace_onda.mike. And we're gonna come in some new things. Especially for the summer.
Shout out my son, yo.
The cameraman.
Shout out.
Yes, I'm the cameraman. Yeah.
Alright, man. Shout out. What's your Instagram, bro?
Follow me, Zimzesson, since we spelling shit, ZIMZESSN, Zimzesson, for the niggas in the back.
That's a big fact. So, you know what I mean? Thank y'all again for coming through, man. This was fun as hell, man. I had a good old time. So, man, I'll be your host, Finesse Leo.
I'll be your host, Mason the Mike.
And this has been Jewel Talk.
Jewel Talk.
Jewel Talk.
Jewel Talk.
Jewel Talk.
Jewel Talk.
Spin number Jews, you heard? We out of here. Peace. Bye.
I like that. That's nice.